Hello, everybody. It's Wednesday. Welcome back to the Abomination Vaults, Eyes of Empty Death. I'm your GM, Steve, and I'm joined by Mike, Rick, Richard, and Nina. Together, we are Recall Knowledge, a group of 5e vets going on a journey to crit fumble our way through learning Pathfinder. Say hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
For those of you who are new to the stream or our YouTube, welcome. And if you've been with us for a while, even the whole time, welcome back. It's good to have you with us. Now, we did have to take a week off for Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone out there had fun, safe time with their friends and families. I mean, personally, it was nice to be able to get back together in person with my family and just sit around and have fun. Last year, we did a very socially distant Thanksgiving where everyone sat at separate tables and yelled at each other. So this time we were just able to sit shoulder to shoulder and
yell at each other face to face. It's nice.
Yeah, could actually throw blows, huh?
Surprisingly, there was none of that this Thanksgiving. It was pretty nice.
And if you're not in the US, I hope you had a good regular Wednesday.
Just a normal Wednesday, wondering why isn't Recall Knowledge streaming? Right? So, just know we wish you a Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. If you don't, we just hope you had a good Wednesday. Our sponsor of the night is Molten Hosting.
Molten. Those guys are hot.
Molten Hosting continues their sponsorship of Recall Knowledge, our official hosting service for Foundry VTT. And actually, I'm really, really surprised, guys. Molten Hosting has made some special plans this week, and they chose to make our show the official announcement platform for this announcement. How cool is that?
Whoa, I had no idea.
Right? Exactly. I played this really close to the chest. But I go ahead, look right now. I just sent you guys the copy for tonight's ad read. So everyone make sure to review it really quick. You know, we're professionals, so you can do this on the fly. Perfect. Okay. Go ahead when you're ready. I believe, Mike, you kick us off.
Greetings and happy holidays from Recall Knowledge and Molten Hosting. To celebrate the holiday spirits, Molten Hosting is giving away tons of prizes during the month of December.
That's right, Mike. During the first week of December, all people who create a new server receive a free dozen holiday cookies in the mail, each in the shape of your favorite Foundry object type.
Nice.
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
No, it does. Keep going.
But the holiday spirit doesn't end there. During the second week of December, Molten Hosting will be providing a guarantee that none of your players will cancel for scheduling issues throughout the entire holiday season. Oh, come on.
That's amazing, isn't it? That they could promise something like that? Wow.
And during the third week, Steve, I'm not reading this. There's no way this is real.
Yeah, no.
It's 100% authentic. Guaranteed.
During the third week, Molten Hosting is giving out magical powers to all its patrons.
Now, make sure you go check out the website for terms and conditions. It may require a 2-year commitment, pledging the soul of your firstborn, and an active subscription to GamePro magazine.
Oh God, the horror.
Steve, is everything okay? This seems a bit strange for an ad read.
Yeah, perfectly fine. Everything's definitely on the up and up here.
So, there's no way this stuff is real, man.
Yeah, it is. Why would I make something like this up?
I mean, kind of know how much you love attention.
Look, I definitely didn't accidentally enter into a soul-binding contract with the capitalist holiday spirit, hell-bent on taking advantage of this shopping season. It's not like I went to a website to register for a PS5 only to be accidentally signed up for a soul-collecting pyramid scheme run by said holiday spirit. Definitely not.
That's oddly specific.
And my escape clause definitely didn't involve getting 10 unwitting souls to sign up for the same deal that I had with this big, fat, jolly, sadistic holiday spirit. Why would you even ask such a silly thing?
We didn't.
No, we didn't.
didn't.
I don't know what...
So go read the terms and conditions. So don't guys, sorry, don't read the terms and conditions. Just head over to moltenhosting.com today to sign up for their awesome soul-sucking service. Whoops, did I say soul-sucking? I meant awesome hosting service.
Wait, so how about getting some of those magical powers?
In all seriousness, though, when you do sign up for Molten Hosting, it will feel like you've made a deal with a powerful magical creature. That's just how easy and powerful their hosting solution is. But I guarantee there's no stipulation for your soul being given away to Santa in its terms and conditions. Seriously, don't even look. Just trust me. They're also giving an entire free month of service to our viewers. All you need to do is use the code RECALLKNOWLEDGE, that's one word, at checkout, and you can get any tier of service free for the first month. And, once you see what they have to offer, you won't want to go back to self-hosting ever again. So, head on over to moltenhosting.com right now to check it out. And thanks to them for sponsoring this episode and all the zany skits that I've thrown at you during this playthrough so far.
Magic!
Please don't stop sponsoring us. Please. We're sorry. We're so sorry.
I apologize for nothing.
Hey, thanks, Molten Hosting.
Yeah, thanks, Molten Hosting. You're the best.
Magic!
Up next, our second sponsor of the night is the Rollsmith.
Rolling, 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 rolling.
Keep those dice rolling.
The Rollsmith is the maker of awesome virtual dice to use in your Foundry VTT games. They plug into the free module Dice So Nice and are even made by the same people as that must-have module. So they extend the already great selection in Dice So Nice even more to so many crazy custom dice. You can use dice that look like wood, gemstone, or even the new premium dragon-themed dice that take the amazing style to the next level. It's the one thing that you're missing when you play virtually, and that is your customization of dice. So they brings that back into the fold, and we love them for that. They're the dice that we feature on our show, and you should go check them out at therollsmith.com today. Thank you to the Rollsmith for being our sponsor for tonight's episode.
Muchas
Thanks,
gracias.
Rollsmith.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we just missed the big Black Friday sale they had last week. It was 50% off of everything. Still an awesome value. So, hey, Lynx, thanks for the heads up.
Links!
So, thank you for that, Lynx. Thank you for the read. Thank you to the Rollsmith for sponsoring us during this episode. And
Thanks, Rollsmith.
up next, Rick, can you catch up all the good people out there on our podcast?
Yeah, Season 1, Abomination Vaults, Runes of Gauntlet, your favorite podcast service, Search Recall Knowledge. Book 2, Hands of the Devil, Abomination Vaults, up on all your favorite podcast sites. And Episode 1, Eyes of Empty Death, up on your favorite podcast site. Just search Recall Knowledge. And we'll be getting them out on a weekly basis in conjunction with our YouTube premieres.
Hey, they're such a
Good
great
job,
listen when driving or just doing chores.
Falling asleep,
Who could sleep to this amazing content? Like, our voices will just, shake you awake, right?
Oh,
Right.
Especially when you scream like Carmen Reggiani.
yeah, especially when you're gurgling as you're resurrected. Oh, that's trauma.
I like it. So, yeah, so it sounds like you're aiming for the Fridays, the same Fridays as YouTube release. We should be hitting these on that sort of cadence. So, check us out. Just give us a subscribe to the feed, pull it down the episodes, and catch up. You'll be able to hear this ad read in perfect harmony, and cut this out for the podcast so they never hear us talking about
They
how we suck.
probably don't.
Perfect.
We have no issues whatsoever. We are a well-oiled machine.
Perfection.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thanks, Rick, for working on those and getting them out. Also, any of the viewers, any of our people in our chat that watches, if you haven't in a while, check your Twitch Prime sub. We have the ability to sub to us. We take Twitch Primes, we take paid Twitches and all of that. Twitch in the recent weeks actually rolled out some new sort of emote slots. So they give us more emote slots at the basic level. So we were able to upload all 4 of the characters' arts to the first tier. You used to have to be like a 3rd tier subscriber to get them. So you can have Nulara and Mukta, but we also now have Halarmony and Clovis options added to the mix, as well as animated emotes. So we've added an animated Nulara crit, and we've added an animated Mukta fail to Twitch chat.
Nice.
So I already see them flowing on screen right now. It's pretty cool. So give it a check if you can. And you know, we love
it's so cool.
We love to call for the crits in chat. So if it's a really good crit, throw the animated one, or whatever you want. I don't care.
No
So,
DM crits allowed.
yeah, if a DM crits, we need a like maybe in the future we'll make a DM crit specific emote,
Just your face.
like
With the horns, right? Devil Steep.
horns growing out. Yeah. What? I did not sell my soul to Santa. Don't know why that keeps coming back up.
No one brought it up except you.
All right, I think that finally does it for announcements. Are you guys ready to play some Pathfinder?
We were just here to do the ad read, right?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Have a good
we're
night.
Done. Good night.
That's our commitments for the week. Been a nice week. Signing off.
Good night. See you guys next Wednesday.
Thank you very much.
All right, then. Viewers, please go ahead, sit back, and relax. Players, let's jump into tonight's episode of The Abomination Vaults, Eyes of Empty Death, episode 2. Beneath the quiet fishing town of Otari, something sinister has awoken. The sorceress Belcorra Haravex, destroyed nearly 500 years ago by the Rose Guard, has returned. Her spirit will not rest until it finishes what she started so long ago. The destruction of Absalom, and with it, Otari. A band of heroes have united to answer the call, delving beneath the mysterious lighthouse known as the Gauntlet. Together, they discovered a dungeon that Belcorra called the Abomination Vaults, originating from a site where their outer goddess Nimbaloth once brushed against this world. During their adventures, the heroes have managed to dispatch cults dedicated to the Ghost Queen, the self-appointed guardian of the lighthouse named Volek, a flesh warper conducting strange experiments in his laboratory named Jafaki, and most recently, a contract devil named Eurevian, general to Belcorra's armies, now sent back to the Nine Hells. With the pathway cleared, the heroes of Otari must take up their weapons one last time, descend down into the lowest levels of the Abomination Vaults, and face off against Belcorra once and for all, hoping to find a way to put an end to her vengeful quest. Will the heroes succeed in their task? Or will they, like so many before them, finally succumb to the eyes of empty death? The camera fades in as the echoing voice reverberates off the walls around you. Stay out! The words hang in the air here, filling your ears, accentuated by the cackling laugh of Belcorra as she retreats through the wall where the indentation is, back through into the gauntlet itself. The camera slowly pans across our heroes, showing their bloodied, bruised forms. Most look ready to pass out, as in silence, they stare back and forth at each other. Belcorra has made her presence known, welcoming you to the lower level of the Abomination Vaults. Your mind flitters back to the wisps as Otari called them, the eyes of emptiness, followed by Belcorra's presence. Too much to be coincidental. You gather yourself back into the room, ready to patch yourself up, when scuttling footsteps echo down the stairway. Instantly, reflexes kick in as you brace yourself for another fight, when only a soft voice comes from the stairs. Is everything okay? Says Foxy, staying behind safely on the staircase as instructed. I heard fighting? As he comes into view, he raises an eyebrow, looking over you. Oh, wow. What happened?
Mukta just coughs up blood and goes and sits in the corner.
He comes in the room, he's looking around.
Was that actually her? Was that Belcorra?
I think so. I don't know of any mad ghosts, ladies like that who suck the life out of us almost instantly. Clovis, are you okay?
I was almost dead. Man, she is tough. She's strong.
If that wasn't Belcorra, I don't want to meet Belcorra then. That lady was bad enough.
That has to be her.
Foxy is like goes pale. She was here? Kind of starts looking around like really nervously.
Yeah, it came out as that little indented in the wall. Don't put your hands in there like Clovis did. That's what calls her out, and she comes through the wall like that. Maybe it's an eyeball. Well, actually, the other things were the eyes. So that's what they said. Those things that were floating around in the. You poured like shampoo on them, and it all bubbled on. I'm not really sure. Is that?
It was holy water. Kind of did look like shampoo once it went in there, but yeah, they didn't like the holy water. Made them mad.
I could do nothing against them. Shot lightning and acid and fireballs, and nothing could work. Well, just the lightning, maybe.
They're definitely not ghosts. I used something I picked up in town. It hurt Belcorra a bit, but when the fight first happened, that thing I threw in the ground, it's supposed to hurt the ghosts, and it did absolutely nothing to them. So,
Foxy speaks up at this point and says, are you speaking of the wisps? Glowing lights that can go invisible?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's it.
They are wisps, and they are immune to all but a very select bit of magic.
But they're not ghosts. I could have swore somebody someplace told me that they were ghosts.
Not ghosts as far as I know, but servants of Belcorra. They usually act as her eyes, and his eyes are kind of filtered to like the basin of water. Not used to seeing these, as he kind of steps closer and starts like, taking his finger and like running it through the water.
So, Foxy, on a scales of 1 through 10, what from 10 being the strongest warrior, what number are you?
Oh well, one of my my great faults is my my humbleness, so I would clearly give myself an 8.
Okay, then all the other warriors in your city are like 10s?
He's starting to piece together like what you're getting at, right? And
We're
he's
hoping
like,
that 10s.
he like narrows his eyes a little bit and turns away from you.
Oh, Nulara, Foxy says that things that we're fighting are wisps, not ghosts.
Wisps? Oh, similar to what we saw before, kind of.
Also, he's a very strong warrior.
I would kind of disagree. Foxy, don't swallow your finger in there. The last time we did that, something happened.
Takes his hand out.
Yeah, I'm just translating now for Nulara.
Right.
Mukta, you said that you did something earlier that hurt Belcorra. What was it?
I picked up some. Let me see if I still have ghost charges in town. I believe I picked them up from your friend. Was it Ren? I think it was your former adventuring companion at the Rowdy Rockfish.
Right.
How does that work? Is it like a charge, like you throw it and it blows up, or is it on a weapon?
Yeah, you just it's like a little canister that you just throw and it blows up and it's supposed to hurt anything that is a ghost or particularly evil. So
Let's say we go back to town. We need to stock up on that crap.
right, for Belcorra definitely, but these wisps that had no effect on them whatsoever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind of pissed that I used one of them.
Plus, I think you cleaned her out, or all her stock, right? She has to make one.
I bought 2. So
Oh, okay. Maybe not then. Maybe not. There was something you said you cleaned all the stock out. Maybe it was holy water and you wanted more.
holy water and I think dark vision potions. There was none left. So
Well, I'm going to sit here and play some little ditty for probably the next little bit to make sure you all get in tip-top shape and we can continue. Maybe you guys don't want to go back up already, do you?
I'm good. And then I'll start patching everyone up as well.
Yeah, and so there's kind of this quick little montage as everybody gets patched up. You know, I'm not gonna have you guys roll for this. You guys, it's more of a time thing. So like time passes, Yldaris bandaging everyone up. The mental like anguish of being stuck in like the little nightmares that you guys were kind of fades slowly, and everyone's healed up to full and ready to continue. And so you guys can heal up and refocus, get your spell strike back, all that good stuff.
Laura, you're not getting pretty good at this actually. And I'm looking at some of my bandages that aren't completely a mess anymore.
Oh, thank you. I have been practicing mostly on myself. Yeah. It's a lot of just hoping that I do it right. I can't think. I can't shake the feeling that whatever it was that she showed us earlier when we found her, I always thought that when we would meet Belcorra that I would have, like a quip for her to show that I wasn't scared, but I was terrified.
Yeah, I tried that. It didn't work out so well.
I'm trying to remember if I even had a chance to hurt her. I don't think I did. Or did...
Well, let us hope that they have some strong warriors at Foxy's place, and maybe we should talk to Rin some more about how we combat the ghost. I know she told us some stuff, but, she told us some pretty good information about Revian. We were able to take advantage, and because if we would go right now, I mean, at least 3 of you would die.
How?
Fax is like, oh, he can't understand you.
All right.
But, I mean, hopefully we don't encounter her too soon.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
I mean,
You
maybe
say
we're supposed to put
soon?
some mud in that little hole over there so she can't see through it or fly through it, or I don't know. Maybe there's something that Rin can tell us that they can't fly through. Like, we're going to call somebody. I don't know who you're going to call, but
Ghostbusters.
Ghost punch.
Hey, that's us. We are Ghostbusters.
Or Hots.
Hopefully some non-copyright group that will not sue us.
So eventually, you guys have all these check boxes. You're talking about going back up and getting more information, but Foxy still really wants to press you guys because he's letting he wants to get you guys to Yldaris so you can meet his tribe, his clan, and he wants to reunite because he's been away for months kidnapped, and he wants to get back home, right? So he takes a moment to address the group. So he's like, all right, as we move through here, we need to stay quiet and we need to stay close. I know not all of us have the benefit of dark vision, but use of light may attract unwanted attention down here. I think it's unavoidable, so it's best if we're quick. I'll lead you to the entrance to Yldaris, but it's impossible for me to know what dangers await us here on the farm. Be wary.
Wait, did you say farm?
He
Like
nods.
we're
The
going
farm.
to run into some cattle and some goats? I mean, other than me?
Most of the farm here is fungus based, but there are plenty of creatures that call this home that you could hunt, especially in the lake. And
Mukta, could you ask if it's poisonous fungus?
Are any of these fungi poisonous or cause most? He says most of them. Yeah.
Don't eat it without asking me first.
He says if you eat it, ask him after.
No, that's not what he said. He said, I think Mukta got his verbs in the wrong position. He meant to say, ask before you eat. Not
That
ask
makes so
after
much
you
more sense. All right.
You know, yeah. When I was learning Undercommon, I'm a bit dyslexic, so yeah.
eat. It's all the way out in that western desert of the place you stay at.
Mhm.
Has all their stuff backwards.
So as Foxy leads you out of this room, kind of like pushes down the hallway, right? You see that the small room you are in sort of opens up into a surprisingly large cavern. The cavern is almost 30 feet floor to ceiling. The sound of flowing water fills the air, and with it, the smell of the lake kind of enters your nose. Moss and mushrooms cluster along the banks, showing a thriving ecosystem down here in the dark underground. You take a moment to drink it all in, the majesty of it all, before Foxy ushers you along the banks of the shore, finding his bearings and trying to figure out exactly where you are and how to get home. It's almost like you guys are mostly surface dwellers. I don't know how much underground living you did, Mukta. I know you have cavern lore, so this isn't uncommon for you, but for most of you guys, this is probably quite a surprise, right? There's no light down here, right? Completely pitch black, and yet you hear like creatures swimming in the water. There are like bugs in the fungus. There's plants that live here. There's a whole ecosystem, a whole world, a whole civilization existing just a mile or so below the surface from Otari. Kind of a shocker. As he leads you across the banks, a few minutes into the journey, when he seems to kind of start getting a handle for where he is, you guys are passing and you see a large ledge sort of above you. So you look up about 20 feet above the surface of the lake. There's a large ledge, and it has like a giant cage on it, which draws your attention because it's a little strange. And as you're passing by this, a soft whisper begins to fill your mind. You stop and you listen, and you hear a very distant voice calling you. Then another. Multiple voices entangling within themselves, all saying the same thing. Clovis, come. Clovis, Clovis, Clovis. Come, 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 come. The sound draws your eyes towards a cave opening beneath this ledge, the voice beckoning you towards it. And Clovis, you stop and look at the others, and that's when you realize they are not hearing this. Only you, Clovis, can hear these voices calling you, imploring you to come into their caverns. What would you like to do?
Hey guys, are you guys here? You guys hear those voices?
What voices?
Somebody's calling my name from up in that by that cage. Up on the, see that cage up there on the ledge? You don't hear that? They're saying, Clovis, come up here.
No, did you get the book again?
You have it in your bag. I have not touched it. First thing I was thinking about is why. Well, I don't understand why I'm the only one hearing it, but I have not touched the book. Yeah.
Did you eat any of the mushrooms, and do you have any more?
Mushi's
I
on the
have not. I don't think I touched anything either.
Do I see anything? I have dark vision.
You look, so you can see the ledge. There's a ledge above the water with a cage on it, but you don't see any signs of any movement, any living creatures. And where Clovis is hearing, kind of his attention is drawn to these voices, there's a small cave like 20 feet below that looks like it might lead into like a cavernous system that might lead up towards the ledge. And he's hearing the voices come from there. You don't see anything, and as you listen, all you really hear is sort of like, almost like waves crashing, like small bits of like waves crashing along the shore. But you hear no voices.
At the same time, I would probably I'd go into Mushi because he's got dark vision, just so I could get a better look too. So
okay, so you
obviously I
can share senses.
see the same thing. So yeah, share senses with Mushi.
Okay,
he's on my shoulder, so I'm just using him to look through.
Okay, so you see the same in the dark vision.
I need to go up there, guys. I don't know if you guys want to
Send Mushi up there since he can fly. You cannot fly. Mushi can fly and take a look.
That's a great idea. Well, let's do that. Mushi, I need you to go up there, and I'm going to look through your eyes and see what's up there. So I'll send Mushi on to the cave.
I am Mushi. So so Mushi begins to fly up towards it, right? He has the he has the ability to fly and dark vision and all that. So he takes off. Are you sending him up to the ledge or down to where the cave entrance is?
Where am I hearing the voices coming from? From up by the cave or down below?
The voices sound like they're coming from the down below cave, not the ledge.
Okay. Then I'll send him where I'm hearing the voices. So the down below.
Okay.
Cave.
Go ahead and make a secret perception check for Mushi, using Mushi stats or your stats. So Mushi, like, you watch as Mushi flies off. Falxie's like, stop, like, what are we doing? I said, you got a 27. Since you saw it, we might as well share it with everyone.
Nice.
Nice.
So Mushi flies in. It's like this kind of winding cave, and as you go in, it kind of winds its way up, and you can feel pretty much instantly that it's leading up towards that ledge sort of area. And as you get closer and closer, the sound of waves and water crashing gets louder. So when you get to the top, it sort of opens up, and you see 4 small streams flowing through this chamber, fed by a dark pond against the west wall. The streams divide the chamber into little islands, each covered with mildew, mushrooms, bioluminescent fungi, and strange motes of lights. All bathe this place in eerie illumination. And it also plays off the water and like hitting like the light, and it just creates this weird humanoid-like apparitions projecting over it. Like the mushrooms catching the glowing light makes it look like ghosts are floating in the room, kind of. And water flowing along the sides of the 2 islands echo off the walls in weird ways, like a harsh whispers. The first thing you notice straight up, there's a creature on the far end of the island, like one of the islands in the back of the cave, and he sees Mushi come in and immediately makes eye contact and takes something he's holding. Okay, first of all, it has 4 arms.
Okay.
And it takes something it's holding in one of the hands, and you see it tucks it behind its back, like it's hiding something from you. But with a 27, you got a decent look at it. A sort of frisbee-like round disc, almost looked like glass with like a red tint to it. And you saw that real quick as it like tucks into its back, and it hides it from you as it gets low and kind of crouches. And it doesn't growl because it doesn't really have a mouth. Where its head would be, its entire body split open into like this toothy maw that just its neck turns into a giant jaw. And it's sitting there on this island in a defensive position, watching you, but not making any sort of like aggressive motion towards you. So 2 things. First of all, I'm going to show you what this guy looks like. So this is
look at that thing.
This is what this guy looks like. It's got 4 arms. It's got this weird thing it's clutching in its hands, and it's standing here. It's got no head, right? It's just got this toothy mouth. And in that moment, while he's watching you, you haven't heard the whispers, right? When you're in Mushi, you're in here, you're not hearing anything.
Right.
you hear the crashing of the like waves against the rocks start to make it sound like voices are echoing in this chamber. And as it does, you hear
there is nothing you can do.
So these are the phrase that you hear. Does
That's
what do
not
you
creepy at all.
what do you initiate?
I know.
At that point, I'd have Mushi fly back down, and as he's coming back down, I'm going to pass along this info to the group, let them know what I heard. The fact that I see this creature up there with 4 arms. He's got this no head, but like teeth and mouth where his head would be. But he is holding something, and he didn't want us to see it. So I don't know. It might be something important if he's trying to hide it from us. So I don't know. And
It was his head.
yeah, maybe.
Foxy does let you know that these are known as gugs.
Gugs. So what does Foxy know about these things?
Servants closely allied with Belcorra definitely work with her.
Could you
I mean,
talk
that
back to him?
I can't talk through Mushi. We'd have to go up there ourselves to talk to him.
No, I mean
Was
in
the-
your head. Since he's talking in your head, I wonder if you can.
Yeah, also to be clear here, it didn't sound like it was doing the talking. It was like the waves in the room with this like lake. The way that the water hits all these like echoey caverns, and the waves crash and send the sounds up into the caverns, and then it echoes voices back down. So it doesn't necessarily sound like it's talking, because it doesn't even have like a mouth to really do much talking, right? It sounds like the room is talking to you.
Like spirits or something. Ghost.
What does anybody know what the Harovex is?
Can I use spirit lore to try to?
Sure,
Would spirit lore apply here?
I'll allow it.
Sure.
Or Nibbeloff lore? Would it be anything with Nibbeloff?
Yeah, make a Nibbeloth check.
Private roll? Or,
Make any secret roll for so a blind gem roll for these
Blind gem
ritual
roll.
knowledges.
I got the question mark, guys. We're good.
Nope. That's a crit.
You ran a forest. You rolled a forest lore instead of Nibbeloth lore.
Oh
Guessing
shit!
it's the
Sorry.
same.
Nope, it's coming.
Okay. So Mukta and Clovis both. It runs through your brain for a minute, and then you make the connection. Harovex. What's Harovex? Harovex is Belcorra's last name.
Is that guy with all the teeth is saying that? I can't even see shit. I can't see nothing.
I think
no,
it was.
He's not saying it. It's the sound's coming from all over, almost like it's coming from the water. Or
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Yeah, there's just weird illumination from the bioluminescence in the mushrooms in this like dark cavern that makes it look like maybe spirits are floating around and talking to you.
I got to get to look at this. I want to put my light bulbs up.
yeah, I don't feel good just walking to this cave and leaving that thing up there. It might come behind us and attack us, or
True, and if these are servants of Belcorra, and they are hiding something, it might be useful
it could
to
be
get that.
very useful. Because otherwise, why would he hide it?
Either it's useful against her or useful not for her not to have. So
Yeah, agree. Either way. All right. Well, let's head up there then.
Okay. So you guys sort of like it sounds like you're going in that small cave at the base of this like cliff, like kind of the opposite, because like Foxy's trying to lead you guys away, right? And Foxy's like, "Wait, guys, I told you we gotta be quick. What are we doing?"
quick side trip, hide.
No, he said you said he told you he was at 8. Come on, let's use him then. If he's that strong.
Clovis, no. The last time he said was he died. Don't forget that.
That was a fluke, okay? I'm telling you, I'm much better. As long as there's no hellfire call from the sky, I'll be fine.
Do you think?
If you guys have spent some time with Foxy and seen them combat capabilities, if you were to place his power level personally on a scale from 1 to let's say 20, he's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of a 2.
So what you're saying is Mushi has a chance to beat him,
Yeah.
Probably.
especially if he's carrying a sword around and hovering over him.
We need you to cover our flank, right? If
Yeah.
we want to make sure nothing comes behind us and attacks us.
Yeah.
So you stay here.
Great idea.
Yes.
Perhaps
He
you should
definitely-
give him your bow, Mukta, and he could shoot from up here. Or is that saying we attack it from the side, and I wait in the back?
I already gave him a dagger. You want me to give him a bow too?
I mean, I don't think at least with the bow, he can like shoot many arrows.
You happen to have a hand crossbow.
I do not.
I'll get one in town. It's fine. But we are able to go and this way, right? So you guys all go that way. How you put up dancing lights? You're gonna
Mhm.
sustain the dancing lights. Okay. Yeah. So you put up the dancing lights, begin to swirl down the cavern as you guys walk your way in. The cavern kind of twists and turns a little bit until it like opens up into this large chamber. And the same exact description I gave to Mushi. You guys see and hear the same things, right? There's this sort of I'll move you over here just so you can see it. So you have
Is there light enough that we would need it? That we don't need the dancing lights, or?
So going up the little cavern to get there, you definitely would. I mean, Nulara has light too because she's shining with her shield being lit. But as you move towards the chamber proper, the bioluminescence from all the mushroom clumps light it up enough that you can see pretty reasonably without the dancing lights.
Okay. Then I wouldn't
So
put it. If I could see it, I wouldn't put it.
Yeah, once you get closer to it, you can pull the dancing lights away. That's fine. So as you move up in this way, right, you see the 4 small streams flowing through this chamber, fed by the dark pond, bioluminescent mushrooms. It almost looks like dancing spirits, like through the water and in the air. And that same echoes, the same voices. You guys all hear that same weird whispers in your minds very clearly.
You guys hearing that yet? Or is it just me still?
This time everyone can hear it.
We can definitely hear that.
Oh, good, man. I thought I was going crazy.
The fuck
I mean,
was that?
You still might be going crazy, but no, we definitely heard that.
I'm sorry, I thought you stole the book again.
Well, now I'm glad. That's
And
not
very clearly on the far north end of this cavern, on the most northeastern island, this large gug creature, this giant maw, 4 arms, 1 arm tucked behind itself, clutching something from your thing, and it just sits there and growls at you.
I would definitely be on the edge of the cavern, trying to sneak.
Yeah, you can go ahead and move yourself in a more advantageous position. I just placed you guys randomly anywhere. This thing is like kind of gutturally growling in this undercommon that echoes from its like neck cavity and just telling you to like go away. That's essentially what it's saying.
Game is paused.
Should we say hello to it?
Are you going to say hello with your sword? Because if you are, I'm going to sing a song.
I'm thinking if maybe we should. What if he also wants to defeat Belcorra?
No, he works for Belcorra.
No, they're servants of Belcorra. Look, I don't think we negotiate with the thing with no head.
All
Can't even
right.
get the look what he's thinking. Can't see the expressions on his face.
There's no expression. You're right. It does seem to like mutter, like after it tells you to go away in undercommon, it begins muttering like almost under its breath, like, "She is risen, she is back. We will be united. She is one. She is my queen." Like all these like manner of like mumbling to itself, just these voices. It, like kind of seems like it's not all. Maybe just.
I'll translate for Nura. He's definitely simping hard for Belcorra. All right, I don't think.
Say less.
So as you guys are all in this room and the waves and the voices and the whispers are all crashing over and you're having this conversation and you're figuring out what you guys are going to do, the room begins to have an effect on you guys. I need everybody in the room to make a will saving throw.
Will saving throw. Ooh, that's a crit.
Natural
Crit for
20.
Lara.
Nice.
Let's see those crits in chat.
28 for Mukta. And 26 for Hal. You guys all succeed. So you can feel this thing starts getting into your brain, starts almost trying to mess with you a little bit, but it doesn't affect you. But you now have the realization that these voices might have an effect on you the more time you spend here. You've been here for about a minute or two at this point.
All right, I'm going to play this song.
Let's go.
All right.
All right.
I'm start to play. I'm going to play it.
Okay.
I played it.
All right.
Goal is to get that thing he's hiding.
Perfect. Let's start Initiative, everybody.
Woo!
So,
Ready for rumble.
like most things in life, choose to solve them with violence. I like it.
Violence is always the answer. It's not true.
Most of the time in Pathfinder, you would be correct. So I'll add this thing to the initiative.
Ooh.
Ooh.
40.
Look at that,
That's
Mukta.
insane.
Nice.
See that natural 20.
Plus 20?
I rolled
Yep.
a nice 4.
It rolled a natural 1.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fail. Close. They got some Mukta fails in chat for the DM natural 1 initiative roll. But that's everyone, right? Yeah, we're good. We're in combat.
Lucky beat Clovis.
We did beat Cloves even with the natural 1, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Wah,
enough.
wah, wah.
All right, so as Temper's beginning to flare, it's so busy like trying to hide this from you that you catch it off guard, right? So almost everyone except for Clovis gets the drop on this thing. But it is at the end of this large chamber. So, Mukta, what would you like to do?
All right. I will stride. Third. Can't quite get
Are you
there.
striding? Like you're breaking your stealth and just walking out in the open?
Yeah, because it's flat-footed against me in the first round.
You're right. So, I don't think we've actually done this yet, right? What are the Pathfinder rules for jumping over things?
You have to run 10 feet and then make an athletics check to jump 5, I believe.
So leap is an action.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take careful short jump, you can leap at a 10 feet horizontal if your speed is at least 15 feet, or 15 feet if your speed is 30 feet. If you're running on all fours, your speed would be 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
So you could jump 15 feet horizontally, but it takes an action to do that. Jumping greater than that would require an athletic skill. So this wouldn't even take an athletic skill for you, but it does take an action to leap.
To leap over to this little stream.
Yes.
All
You'd have
right.
to take
No.
an action to stride, an action to leap, and then you'd have one more action after you got across.
Yeah, but I would have to leap over here again, right?
Yes.
So I think I would just actually step then here
Okay.
and pull out my bow.
Yeah. It's good to know is we've learned how it works with like
Mm-hmm.
water and jumping and stuff.
All right.
Now you might have something in your acrobatics kit that simplifies this or allows you to do it as part of your move. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay. So yeah. So step.
All right. Step, quick draw, pull out the composite short bow that I put a striking rune on finally.
Very
And
good.
attack.
See
So
what
it
comes
is
in handy.
flat-footed against me.
F for flat-footed, indeed.
All right. Let's go. Wow.
It's a
From a natural 20 to a 2.
That's a 2 on the dice for a 19 total.
You know what? I'm going to keep up the tradition.
We gotta do
Yeah.
it, right?
Hero
are.
point.
Somebody go back and see how many times Mukta has to use.
Oh, I'm gonna
hero
make a
point on the
montage.
first roll.
At the end of this chapter.
But let's see if it pays off this time. From a 2 to a 6 for a total of
Six.
23. That is still a miss. I am sorry.
Yeah.
Awesome. Amazing. Great use of a hero point. On brand. And I will use my third action to aid Nulara with a feint attack.
Okay. Very nice. That brings us to Hal.
All right. Hal, I say to Mukta, you should wait till I sing, and then you get a lift from my, aspirational performance. You know.
I don't think it'd be enough still with the way I rolled.
And I want to do a Inspire Courage with lingering
Okay.
composition.
All right. Make that
Look at
lingering
that.
composition roll.
Look at that effect.
I know.
So
I added
pretty.
an effect.
Very cool.
I was looking into adding like an aura on it. That's definitely a success.
That is a 33.
So the DC is equal to standard difficult DC for your level. You guys are level 8. Level-based DC makes that check 24 with a 33. So close, but not quite a crit. One off a crit.
All right.
But everyone can take the 3-round Inspire Courage.
Thank you, Hal.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
And I will also cast Shield and give myself guidance.
Shield and guidance. That's a lot of. That was like 3 different spells, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a cool effect.
Very cool.
It was a 3-chord progression, you know.
Yep.
That's
right.
Shield heightens. So you guys have 4th level spell slots or 5th level right now?
4th.
Okay, so it has hardness of 10 for now. Okay.
Oh, very cool. Good luck.
That takes us to Nulara.
All right. First 2 actions, I'm going to sudden charge. So that gives me 50 feet of movement. So in theory, that would allow me to leap through both of these channels, yeah?
You can't really use, you can't use sudden charge and leap in the middle is the problem.
Oh, right, because it's an action to
It's
get
an action
there.
to leap, yeah.
Right.
Now, what does sudden charge say? Does it take
sudden
2 move actions immediately, or that's really the question?
It just says that, hang on.
Yeah,
but it doesn't specifically say leap. It's a different feat for sudden leap.
Yeah, it says stride twice, right?
You can use sudden charge while burrowing, climbing, flying. Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't say leap.
It says stride twice, though.
Yeah, if you had a swim speed, you could sudden charge swim across the lake, which would be cool. But since you don't, I don't think you can sudden charge and make the leaps in the middle, unfortunately.
No worries.
I apologize for being a jerk.
No, you're
Them's
fine.
the rules.
Well then, what I will do is I would give Alright, I'll delay my turn.
Okay.
Until he gets close.
Perfect. So you delay. He gets his turn.
Mm-hmm.
Very smart. Now, at this point, you have actually attacked him. So Mukta has fired an arrow that's missed, but he now, he sees you guys as threats. So, okay. So I think he's going to use 1 action to stride forward, and then a 2nd action to leap, because he has to have move to leap according to the rules for leap, right? No, it just says you can leap up to 10 feet horizontal. It doesn't say you have to move right before, I don't think. So from where he is, he has enough speed to jump 15 feet. So he makes 1 leap, 1 big leap, lands on this island.
Like King Kong.
2nd leap, leaps here and lands, 15 feet here, lands right next to Nulara and Mukta in 2 leaps, using, 2 of his 3 actions, which is not bad. And then with its last action, it does a jaws attack on Mukta. It reaches down with its big giant maw-shaped head and tries to eat Mukta.
I'm going to dodge away.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's
plus
cool.
1.
Yeah, how does that work? What does it do?
So, you are the target of a melee attack. You are aware of the attack and aren't flat-footed. Use your acrobatic prowess to evade an attack using momentum to keep yourself moving if you choose. You gain a +1 circumstance bonus to AC. If the attack misses you, you can step after the strike. If you're a master in acrobatics, which I am, I can move 10 feet instead of 5.
Yeah. Amazing. So you get a +1 AC against the triggering attack.
Yep, but I've already used it, so...
So that's a 37 to hit.
Oh, shit.
That is still a crit, even with the +1.
Even with
so I have a
23.
I have a 26 AC.
Good.
Well, I am sorry, but you get hit with a critical strike.
Yeah, with a plus 23, that probably...
Double 12s on the D12s.
Holy
Oh
shit.
my god.
2 points of damage on poor Mukta.
Mukta's down.
Mukta is down.
And I become dying 1, right?
Dying 1, yes. Well, that was... we're keeping up the tradition of doing tons of damage on you guys. That's fun. Okay. But that's its turn. Nulara, would you like to take your turn now?
Yes, I come in.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Yell out, Mukta's down! And then 2 actions for a power attack using Ancora's Blade against this man thing. That would be power attack. That would be 34 to hit.
34 will hit. Yeah, hit, not a crit.
Yes, perfect. So that's a power attack.
That's
That
pretty good
is 25 points of slashing damage.
All right, he takes the whole thing.
All right, and then third action, I'm raising my shield.
Your shield is raised. Clovis.
All right, so last but not least, Clovis is going to attack with a Searing Light.
21 is going to miss.
I'm going to use my hero point. I'm already rolling.
Keeping that tradition of first round hero points up. Let's see if this one pays off. Oh my god, it does!
It's a crit.
Woo!
Okay.
That 2 was replaced by a 20.
So a question for you, is it considered a fiend? I'm sure it's not undead.
It is not a fiend, no.
Ah, damn it. I get an extra 5d6 if it was.
Yeah, because it does extra damage against fiends, right?
Yep.
Pretty good still, not bad. All right.
It's only fucking 11.
You really rolled 11 on 5d6?
On 5d6, yeah, that's fucking horrible. I'm telling you, my rolls are damn Wednesday rolls.
Yeah, wow.
Dalvin, thank you, Dalvin.
Put a hero point for Clovis.
Oh,
And Hal.
thank you.
And Hal, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Dalvin.
Thank you, man.
So that is, so he takes 11 damage.
Oh, that's rough for a crit.
That is.
Oh, you know what? Technically, he takes 22 damage. Sorry.
Oh, that's right.
Because
It's double.
You didn't roll the crit damage. So 22 points of damage.
Yep.
Much better, but still hurts. Hurts that soul. Oh,
Thank
and
you,
Lara
Dalvin.
and Mukta. So Dalvin gives everyone a hero point because he knows you'll
let's
need
go,
it.
Dalvin.
Yeah,
Almost.
Those are gonna-
Yeah. So that was 2 actions for Searing Light.
And then I'm going to raise my shield. And don't
Raise your
forget, Mukta, you can use your hero point to not die.
That's true.
You can cash in all your hero points to stabilize.
Yep.
I will
All right.
do that
He
on my
also
turn.
goes before Uragon.
Oh, that's true. Yep.
I
So
see.
it's not
Yeah.
first.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to move him.
All right.
Yep.
So, top of the second round of combat, Hal, you're up.
All right. Hal is going to say, I can't get close because that thing will hit me. So I will sing you a nice song. How does it go, Clovis? Happy Mukta.
Oh my god. Yeah. Happy Mukta.
All right. I'm going to cast first level Suze. That is 12 for Mukta.
Perfect. Mukta,
All
you
right.
get 12 hit points.
I will take it.
You are prone, lying next to this thing.
Wounded one.
Wounded one, yeah.
Yep.
But you are up. That's good.
Good luck, Mukta. And I will cast guidance on Mukta.
Okay. Mukta, you are guidance.
All right.
Very cool. And that was 3 actions, I believe.
Yes.
All right, Mukta, you come to consciousness, laying down. You know, your bow that you had in your hand has fallen to the ground. You're lying there, but you come to consciousness. You feel the blessing of Hal.
All right. I would like to stand up.
Okay. I think stand up is an action, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe
sure.
it is.
It's like movement, right?
Everything's an action. In
Oh
Pathfinder.
no, does he?
So you go to stand up. This triggers an opportunity attack from the creature. It reaches out. Stand is you just stand up from prone. 1 action. Yeah, it is a move action which does trigger. So it reaches out. Boom! It uses this opening to strike at you with its claw.
Come on.
31
Still hits.
hit, but not a crit.
Hit, but not the crit. But I only have 12
no,
hit
that's the
points,
wrong
so-
damage. Sorry, that's the wrong damage. Don't take that one. You take 21 points.
Oh, 20
I am back down.
plus
You watch-
15?
Tears right across you. Yeah.
So I go to dying 2, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You need to
All
heal
right.
him more, Clovis. I can't do shit.
It's his turn. So Mukta goes down again. Turns, looks at New Lara, and you watch as this thing has been holding in its hand. It pulls it out now. It's got this red glowing crystal, like sort of crystal. It's big, right? Like it's probably about the size of a shield, It's just in its hand, but it's got big hands. It grabs it and pulls it out in front of you, and it actually like looks down at the crystal, and it's going to use an interact action, and it's going to absorb the energy from this crystal into itself. Now, since this is an
opportunity attack.
Exactly, it's an interact action, and Ninna, you can take an opportunity attack on this.
Yes, I am Miss Ninna. 35.
35 is a hit, but not a crit.
Okay. Be 20 points slashing damage.
Perfect. 20 points. So, slashes it. It takes the full 20 points of damage. It doesn't interrupt its action. And as it grabs this crystal, you watch as some of the red energy goes in its arm, in its body, and it begins to glow red. Like the whole thing starts pulsing with this red light. As part of doing this, it reaches out and tries to jaw strike you, Nular, as part of the interacting with this thing. So the red energy glows through its arms, into its body, up into its maw, and it comes down and tries to hit you. Let me target you. Jaw strike. 32.
Hits quick shield block.
Boom, you get the shield up to block. Yeah, because you did have yep,
it's a separate reaction. Yeah.
Yep, you have that parry attack and the shield block. That's awesome. I think it's the first time it's worked out that way. So you still have a reaction just for your shield block. So he's going to deal this damage. Now I will say the red glowingness gives him extra damage on this roll. So I'm going to have to do 2 rolls here.
Okay.
So from the jaw strike, you take, on the opposite side of the spectrum, 22 points of damage.
Okay.
And your shield reduces that by some amount.
Okay.
And on top of that, it deals an extra 2d8 damage from the extra energy I got from the crystal. So 9 more.
Okay. Got it.
I guess it's gonna just make a claw strike with its second its last action. That first thing was 2 actions. So jaw strike at a penalty. Sorry, claw strike at a penalty. 25?
Misses.
Awesome. All right, Nular, it's your turn.
All right. So, unfortunately, this isn't a two-handed weapon. Someone needs to get booked out. Okay. 2 actions, power attacking him again.
Okay.
Clovis, can you help Hal? Power attack here. 38.
38 is a hit, but not a crit.
What is this dude's AC? I guess I need a natural 20 for that.
Over 28?
Apparently. 22 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Takes the whole thing.
Okay.
Definitely badly injured now. It's at the it's bloodied.
Well, what? I want to save Mukta.
I think saving me is killing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. No. Okay. I'll take it with a penalty. I'm gonna attack him again.
Okay.
Actually, no. Raising my shield.
Okay. Yeah. Raise the shield. Perfect.
That's
all right.
my turn.
Clovis.
Okay. So.
Kill it. Kill it.
Question though. So if I use 1 action for Mushi, is he able to get good berries from me, or do I have to actually pull him out? So I'm going to take an action to pull him out, or is he able to come down and get him?
It's an interact action for him to take him from you, or for you to give it to him.
So it'd be an action on my part then.
Just kill the creature.
Yes.
Okay.
But you can have Mushi be the one that casts Goodberry, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to use.
And if he's casting Goodberry, he's the one making the berries in his hand, so he doesn't have to take them from you.
Oh, he doesn't. Okay. All right. So I'm going to give him two action, or I'm going to use 1 action to give him that. And then I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt. So it's a DC 28 basic reflex save for the bastard.
Okay. Reflex save. Oh, now here's the problem, Clovis. I will tell you.
Oh shit! Is that a straight line? I was thinking it was coming down.
Right through Nulara.
No, as soon as I read that and saw that, I was like, nope. All right.
It's okay. It's okay.
If you positioned yourself over here, you could, but then that would take away the action that you had to give to Mushi, right?
Yeah.
Or were we saying, yeah?
Yep.
I would say just kill the creature. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, I can still do it. I'll do Scorching Ray. Because I can do that as 1 action.
Yep. So it's one action to do Scorching Ray, and then you can do additional actions as well.
Yeah.
So
I can hit a different target, or I don't know if I can hit him again.
You can, yeah. So the 28 misses.
All right. So I'll take a second action.
21 misses.
Fuck. All right. Well, then Mushi will fly up to Mukta and drop a couple good berries in his mouth.
Well,
right?
You never cast Goodberry.
Oh, I have to cast it? That's what you said. I thought you said misunderstood. That's why I thought you said, oh, he can do that himself. He can make it himself.
Oh, so what I was saying is I think you have one of those special features where you can make Mushi the source of any of your spells you cast, right?
Okay.
So Mushi can cast Goodberry, but you still have to spend the action somewhere along the line, whether he's spending his... He can spend his 2 actions to cast Goodberry this turn.
Yeah, then you got to give it to them. Well, considering that okay. Well, that's what we'll do because I already effed up and already tried to attack that bastard. So, all right. So he took his 2 action to... He's got the good berries in his hand, so next turn he can come up and...
Yeah, so Mushi, how many good berries do you make now?
2.
Is it still 2?
Yeah,
okay.
I believe.
So you watch as Mushi grows the good berries in the palm of his hand, so he now has a handful of good berries.
Yep.
All right, top of the 3rd round, Hal.
I can stabilize, so...
It's actually drop some good berries in your mouth in a minute.
I think
it's 4 now?
4 now.
Is it 4 now? Awesome.
One per level. Yeah.
1 per level? Okay.
Sorry, go ahead, Hal.
That would be 8. That would be 8 then. If it's 1 per level.
Well, you're level... You have 4th level spell slots, so 4.
Oh, so it's per level on your spell slots. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 13 more goes to Mukta. That's 2 10s I think you've rolled on that spell. Back to back.
So I'm
pretty close.
Wounded 2 now, right?
Wounded 2, yeah.
All right.
Actually...
No, don't become wounded.
When did he crit you?
The first attack that dropped me.
So the first attack would have taken you down to dying 2 instead of dying
2.
So now you're at dying 3. So then you're up to wounded 3. So if you go down again,
I'm dead, right?
You're dead.
Yeah.
Shit.
Gotta kill him.
This is a freaking tough spot. So Soothe is 2 actions, right? And like I don't think there's anything you can do to like avoid getting attacked opportunity from standing. It's like, what do you do? Delay your turn?
I have something I can try.
Oh, okay. I want to see it, and I hope it works.
I'll ask you first before I do it.
Of course.
Okay, he's awake with 13 health, and I will cast. It's 3rd round.
Yes.
And the thing expires. I'll sing one more time, and this time I will sing Inspired Defense for 1 round.
There we go. This one does heighten because it's half the spell's level from resistance to damage. Well, it's definitely being heightened, but not all spells get an effect from being heightened, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so that's 1 round.
I will sing
Inspired Defense for everyone. All right.
And that's everything.
The 1 round? All right.
Yep.
Inspire Courage replaces... Inspire Defense replaces Inspire Courage.
Mm-hmm.
No move, no interact.
Right. So, Mukta, do you have something you want to do, or are you delaying your turn? Like, what's the deal? What's your plan here?
All right. I can move while prone, right? I can crawl.
You can crawl.
At my speed, right?
Crawl says you move 5 feet by crawling and stay prone. So you can move 5 feet. Crawling is a 5-foot move.
Okay.
But it is still a move. It does trigger opportunity attacks.
Because I have mobility. So I'm just wondering how that works.
Oh, what does mobility say?
I have to take the stride action to move half my speed. So if crawl is a separate action, I don't know if that would apply.
It is...
Here, I'll put it in chat.
You take a stride action to move half your speed or less. That moon does not trigger reactions.
Oh.
You can use mobility when climbing, flying, swimming, or striding. Yeah, so the real issue here is it doesn't say crawling, right?
Mm-hmm. And I can't step while prone either, right?
Not step while prone. So I'm actually tempted to give you this, like, because this is something your character does. They're mobile.
No, I mean, if it's, I want to go by the rules. So
per the actual rules, you'd have to stand up, right? And if you survive the standing up, then you could be able to stride away half your speed without taking opportunity attacks. But per the official raw reading of the rules, you can't stay mobile while crawling. And there's no way to stand up, you know.
I can't tumble through them, right? While prone.
What does tumble through say?
Oh man.
It all depends on what it says, right? You are adjacent
move-
to an enemy.
You
Tumbling.
move through an enemy space. This movement doesn't trigger reactions.
So, nothing in this reading of tumbling strike says you have to be standing.
It doesn't.
It just says you're adjacent to an enemy. It says you move through the enemy space on the other side. So, I will, I will allow you to, from prone, do an acrobatic tumbling strike through this creature. I think you found a loophole here.
All right, let me do an acrobatics check. That's a 33.
Targeting the reflex DC, yeah, you get through it, no problem.
Is it a critical success though?
It is a critical success, yes.
Oh,
It is. So they are flat-footed against me.
Oh, geez.
nice. F for flat-footedness.
Enjoy it for the one turn while you're still alive.
Yep.
But,
So I'm going to tumble through over here, right?
No
Okay.
mobility out.
yep, tumble
then-
through, and you get to make a strike as part of the tumble.
Yes.
And it's flat-footed to you, so let me mark that.
Yes.
I like it.
Come on.
Did you tumble
Yeah,
through him on the bottom or the top?
Yeah, it's so close to a natural
Wah,
I'm
tumble.
going to use my hero point.
God,
I'm going to
these
use my other hero point.
freaking
Use the hero
rolls
point.
tonight.
Did you tumble through the bottom or the top? The bottom, huh?
I went here, and then I went. It doesn't. I just stumble through adjacent. I don't have to go.
Yeah.
I think I can go anywhere adjacent to him, right?
I mean,
But yeah, I guess I can go here.
it just says an unoccupied space on the other side, yeah. But the problem with that is then you can't mobility your way because the water's in the way, right? So if you go that way, you can't use your mobility to actually get away.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Gotcha.
I'm fine with you going to the bottom. I will point out too, this
Alright.
creature's really large. His arms are massively huge, like extra long. Like he's got reach. He definitely doesn't have just a 5-foot reach. I'll just put that out there.
All right.
Good 10.
So you can make
Come on.
spend the hero point.
29.
9. Because it's flat-footed, that's a hit.
Oh shit. So
Oh,
wouldn't be with
shit.
it. Holy.
Oh my gosh. Come on.
Low.
17 points of damage.
Take
17
it.
points, okay.
So am I still prone?
No. You're acrobatic. You've done a tumbling strike. You've moved through. You've landed on your feet on the other side. It's awesome enough. You got a critical success. You're on your feet, dude.
I am going to use my mobility to stride half my movement 15 feet without provoking any opportunity attacks.
Yes.
Yes.
2 questions.
Can you go there?
1, your movement speed is technically only 25 feet, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And 2, you didn't have a weapon drawn, but I'll let you use your quick draw as part of the tumble through as well. It's fine.
Sweet.
So, but because you are holding this weapon, you can't move 30 feet. So
You're right. So
your mobility
10
allows a
feet.
10-foot stride.
yeah, so 10 feet. Third action, another 10 feet.
Yes.
That's my turn.
Whew. What a turn! We did it. We solved this chess match.
Oh. Lord.
Now the fun's gonna come, but that's okay. It gets its next turn. Oh yes, Dalvin. How could I deny that? That was such an awesome, heroic moment. You get an extra hero point move just for the critical success on the tumble
Jeez,
through.
you're back to your hero point again.
Thank you, DM, and thank you, Dalvin.
Very cool.
Sorry.
So here's what it tries, which part of me wants to be the biggest dick in the world, and part of me wants to reward that heroic epic moment. Screw it. This thing watches Mukta stab it, tumble away. It wants to make like a strike on it, but it can't because you're little like whoa, serpentine, like moving away, so he can't get you.
Mukta.
Jeez.
I'm gonna King Kong jump next
Little
to you.
ball of fur.
Well, that's the thing. I'm trying to figure out if he wants to chase him down, but Nular makes it hard to get through. they technically have the way to get to you and everyone else in the back, but that might just straight up TPK you guys.
Sleepy
Okay.
Mooka, purr,
He just
purr,
roars in
purr.
anger. He's got 4 arms. One of them continues clutching this sort of like glass disc, and the other 3 is just going to make 3 claw attacks on Nulara in a row. So, Nulara, first claw strike. 25.
Misses.
Well, okay, that's good for you. Second claw strike.
Plus 23. That's crazy.
38.
Crits. It's a crit. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. I'm 29 right now with my shield raised. Sorry, I don't know why it wasn't raised earlier. 29.
So it's a hit, not a crit.
29. So it'd be a hit, not a crit. Okay.
Yes. My shield's hardness is 10.
Okay. So
But I can do the thingy.
You take 5 then, yeah.
17?
Yeah, you didn't subtract the -2 from the physical resistance, did you? Either way,
Just,
it's
I'll have
adjusted by 2.
plus.
So aggressive block, it can either get shoved back or become flat-footed. It will become flat-footed. It does not want to get it'll get pushed back. You can
whichever
choose
direction you choose. Oh, I choose the direction.
Shove. I believe so. What does shove say?
But it says here, if it chooses to be moved, you choose the direction. If the shove would cause it to hit a solid object, enter a square of difficult terrain.
Push
or
him in the
enter-
water.
Shove. It says it pushes it away.
It's only
from
5 feet. Yeah.
you. Yeah, so you can
So,
move him like back 5. So you can move him back here or here.
Yeah.
Your choice.
I want him to hit the wall.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you push him back. Yeah, you know what? He's big enough. If you want to shove him back into the wall.
And I think that's that's.
Oh, so if that's the
damage
case,
as
then he
well.
has to become flat-footed instead of becoming moved. So he becomes flat-footed anyways.
Okay.
So the shove into the wall makes him flat-footed. And his third attack, Hail Mary here, a 20.
Misses.
All right. That's his turn.
Okay. Power attacking him with Encore's Blade. That would be 37 to hit. He's flat-footed?
He's flat-footed, but it's a hit, not a crit. You're
Damn!
one off a crit here.
Okay.
Jesus.
Alright.
Yeah, you didn't have guidance. The guidance with Inspire Courage here would have been the difference for the crit.
That would be 21 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to raise my shield again.
Okay, power attack ratio.
Mhm.
All right, Clovis.
Okay, so I'm going to give 1 action to Mushi. So
Yep.
that way Mushi is going to fly over and give Mushi. So
Feed
that's-
Mook to the berries.
Yeah, 4 of them, right?
Yep, you level 4 spell slots means 4 berries. So in 1 action, you can speed up to the 4 berries, and you do.
Yep.
Or Mukta, do you allow Mushi to shove berries down your throat?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Okay.
Those weren't berries.
All right, so that's 23 plus 12.
Not bad.
23 plus 12.
Yep.
Nice.
So 35. And then,
Technically, it's plus 16, so even 4 more.
oh,
'Cause
okay.
It's 1d6 plus 4 per berry, so 4 berries, 16.
Nice. That
Yeah, nice.
put
You're
me
right.
up quite a bit.
And then I'm going to reach down and touch him and cast Heal.
Okay.
That is.
You can also remove the prone condition.
So it's
Okay.
19 more points.
Nice. That almost puts me at max.
Okay. And then from there, I am
You have a 4th level heal spell?
in my staff. I have it down on my staff.
Got it. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, 'cause you
So
get
I have
4,
stabilize in my staff too. So, and then from there, I'm just going to raise my shield.
Well, I thought the staff only does 1st level heal spells. We'll check later. I see
Okay.
you have it under the 4th level spell, but I think the staff only does 1st level heals.
Does it?
But we'll
All right.
let it
Let
ride.
me know I can fix that. So okay.
We'll check it later. Yeah, no big deal.
Yep. And then I'll raise my shield.
Okay. Perfect. Back to the top of round 4. Big Hal.
All right, I'll start singing Carmina Burana and cast Spine Words.
Okay.
Let's go.
What language are you speaking in?
You said he's speaking Undercommon to us?
Yes.
I will do a hero point on that. Reroll, keep the news result. Oh, 26, man.
Ooh.
Still, misses.
All right, and then I will cast Guidance. No, I already cast it on them. I will cast Shield on myself.
Shield on yourself. Okay, but the body ward's still 6 rounds, so you can still make subsequent follow-ups with it. You get up to 3, I think. All right, Mukta.
Is he flat-footed?
Thanks to Nulara, he is flat-footed.
Nice.
All right. Tried.
Okay.
And spell strike.
Ooh.
Is this? Are we considered in dim light right now?
No, because Nulara is putting off a bright light.
Okay. Then I'm just going to use the rapier.
Because you guys had cast light on
Yeah,
Nulara.
the light. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, just with the rapier still in hand, I the same thing as I'm running over. I do a quick incantation and run my fingers along the rapier blade, and it casts a flame. So I do produce flame.
Nice.
Let's see it.
Come on.
33.
That's a hit.
Nice.
All right, I'll take it.
Come on. Do some damage.
Come on, kill him.
That's
19 damage.
19 from the rapier, but not the spell yet. Right?
Yeah, and then I need to do the spell still.
Looking pretty
So,
hurt. I tried doing this. I tried doing 13 more fire. Still up, but looking pretty low.
Nice.
But I did this thing where I tried to I tried to make the fire effect happen on the damage roll, but if I do that, it breaks the monster's effects. So, can you make an attack roll with Produce Flame for me? Not to see if it hits, just so we get the spell effect.
Sure.
Steve worked hard.
And that's all 3 of your actions. There we go.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
No, that was 2 actions.
Is Spell Strike just one action?
Spell strike is just 1 action,
Nice.
I believe. Let me double check that.
I believe you.
I don't believe me. Spell strike, 2 actions. You're right.
It is 2 action. Okay.
Yes.
So
That's my turn.
He doesn't die. Oh my God! Why, Mukta? Why?
I know. Why are you there?
Because that's what Mukta would do. He's not going to run from a fight.
Nice.
So, Nulara, he's flat-footed to the start of your turn or the start of his turn?
Start of
Probably doesn't
Sorry.
matter because it's your turn next anyway.
my next turn.
Okay. This is what he's gonna do because this is awesome and it's kind of crazy. So there's this is a pretty big creature, right, Nulara? And there's this little space here, but he's too big to fit in there because he can't go through you guys because he's big, right? But you watch in this moment as he has like this weird sort of flexibility, and you watch as he almost like pops like his like bones like almost out of the sockets and gives himself like a little bit of an extra elastic reach, and he's able to use eerie flexibility to squeeze as if it were a medium creature, and he's going to stride past you and try to get behind. Now this is a move action.
Okay. Attack of opportunity.
You do get an attack of opportunity.
Sweet.
Come on, Nulara.
That would be.
Come on.
20.
Wait, hero point. Hero.
Yeah, 8 on the dice for 27 misses. Hero point.
Even with flat-footed?
Hero point.
Even with flat-footed, yeah.
Oh,
Same
another
roll.
27.
And the hero
Same
point
roll.
is exactly the same. So
Damn it.
misses even with the flat-footed. Yep, just 1 off with the flat-footed. He squeezes past you in this weird sort of thing, and like pulls all of his like everything pops back into place. And then from the middle of you guys, he uses an ability called Furious Claws, which allows him to use all 4 of his arms
it's an
to make a
AoE.
claw strike against 4 different targets.
Oh
Now.
shit.
Now,
Is this a melee attack still?
this is it's just a strike.
Alright, I'm going to dodge
Poor
away
Mushy.
then.
So I'm gonna roll to see 1 Clovis, 2 Hal, 2 Hal. So here's the thing: it has a 4th claw, but it will not let go of this thing it has in its hand, so it can't make a claw strike with that hand. So it only gets 3 attacks. So it attacks Nulara, Mukta, and Hal.
Okay.
So let's start with Nulara.
I'm doing a quick shield block with an aggressive block on this one too.
Okay. Claw strike on Nulara. 29.
Hits.
Okay. Wait, that's the wrong damage. Claw strike. So 24 damage on Nulara.
Okay. Quick shield block and then aggressive block.
Okay. So
So flat-footed or
it becomes
move it.
flat-footed
Okay.
until the start of your turn, right?
Yes.
So right
Until next turn.
now. So, yeah. Okay, Mukta.
All right.
I forgot you got healed, so this might not be the end of you. 39.
A crit?
It's a crit.
Son of a...
That is a crit. Pretty high damage roll. 56.
Okay.
I'm still up.
Okay.
He's still up. He took 56 and is standing.
Loud.
Thank you, Mukta. I mean, thank you, Clovis.
And Hal, you get a claw strike as well. 32.
Hit, not a crit.
Hit, not a crit. That is correct. And you take 21 points of damage. And as his thing has been clawing and tearing into you, you feel like there's like whatever this magical object is holding is empowering its melee strikes and allowing it to deal even more damage than usual against you guys. But at the end of this furious thing, that's his turn. He's used all his actions and he's kind of in a bad spot right in the middle of everyone. Nulara.
Power attacking with Ancora's blade.
Well, he's flat-footed just because you guys are in melee.
Yeah, we're everywhere. That would be 36 to hit.
Hit.
Hit,
Not a crit.
Son of a bitch.
He has
Okay.
30 AC. 30.
Loud. All right. That is, oh my gosh, 14 points of slashing damage.
Still up.
30, 12 plus. Not even with a
Can still
penalty,
do
I
it.
can't hit a. No, my last one is a +9.
Crit would do it, right? But that's
No.
it.
Raising. Actually, no. I'm gonna use my third action to aid Mukta.
Nice.
That's
What are you
fine.
using to
My
aid? How are you aiding him?
I'm gonna try and like trip him, so that like Mukta has like a better angle when he tries to hit him.
Is that an athletics you're trying to use?
Yes, sir.
I love it. Clovis.
Oh, shit.
Kill
He's
him.
right on you. He's right in the middle of all you guys. He's going in the frenzy, clawing everything.
I
Do the
think
Clovis special.
I know we're all here.
we're going to try this.
Acid splash.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Do it.
Try something new. But
Smoke might
because you
die.
guys are all yelling at acid splash, I guess that is what Clovis is going to go to.
Yes.
Yeah, you can ask that
And if-
stuff.
Yeah.
Don't move, because then he's not flat-footed against.
So you go to do the acid splash, and as you begin casting the spell, one of the claws slips out and just
Oh
opportunity attack
shit! Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's right. It's an opportunity attack.
you. In fact, he's going to use his jaw to opportunity attack you. Why not?
Why not?
29.
Oh, shit. Even with my shield, it barely hits, but it
It
hits.
barely hits, but it hits.
This is not a crit.
Yeah, it doesn't
Mhm.
interrupt your spell. 35 points of damage.
Son of a bitch.
And actually, your shield isn't raised because it's the start of your turn, and your shield would have gone down. But either way, it would have hit anyways. So it doesn't interrupt your spell, but your spell is shot wide with the
Yeah, I'm going to
22.
take a hero point on that.
Okay.
And let me do that again.
Opportunity attacks, no joke.
Mm-hmm.
Mukta learned the hard way.
29.
He's flat-footed.
29 because he's flat-footed. That's going to hit.
Jesus. Thank God. All
Kill
right.
him and us.
Yeah. So it should be 1d6 plus your spellcasting modifier. Yep.
Nice.
10.
10 points of damage on this thing.
To everyone.
2 points of splash damage on Nulara, Mukta, and Hal. Clovis,
Well,
you
No,
are immune.
it's not a fight without acid splash on you guys.
So,
Damn it.
Clovis, how would you like to do this?
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, finally.
So as I throw out the acid splash, it kind of hits him on his mouth, teeth, whatever, and you just see how it just starts dissolving those little teeth and mouth, and he just flops down.
You feel like, oh, he flops. His giant, like, non-head body, like all of his arms go limp. He goes, my queen. Falls down, hits the ground, and in like slow motion, you see his hand opens and ding, ding, ding. You see a little glass lens falls out of his hand and lies on the ground just beside him. With splashes. continue in the room.
What is it? Is it magical? Actually, I'm gonna start treating wounds on.
Can you do detect magic on that?
I can detect the magic.
That wasn't so bad. And then Mukta passes out.
Oh my god. Man, this
I'll do a
Belcorra and her all her freaking people, man, these guys are tough.
Put out detect magic, Hal, and the power of the magic radiating off this object is more powerful than almost everything you've seen, except for maybe the gauntlet.
That is pretty magical. It's probably pretty good. Maybe I don't know. Can I? We need to take some time. I need to play some music and heal you guys up, or maybe you guys eat the good berry while I figure out what this thing is.
So you can go ahead and make those rolls. The treat wounds. How much? Like treat wounds takes like 10 minutes, right?
Like 10 minutes, yeah.
Okay. So you begin treat woundsing on Mukta and stuff. And as you guys sit here and everyone starts taking deep breaths and really like catching these waves, the voices continue. I need everyone to make a will saving throw.
All right.
Exhausted by this point. Good.
22.
Oh, that's actually pretty good. Mukta, Hal, Nular, Clovis. So everyone. Ooh. Well, okay. Mukta just makes it.
Oh, phew.
So, Nulara, you fail this. So, as everyone else hears the voices and kind of puts it out, the voices begin entering your head and getting to you, and you begin to hear different words that kind of start making you a little crazy. First of all, you become Stupefied 1.
Oh.
So you can add the Stupefied condition to yourself.
That's
but
first
as
Stupefied.
Yep, and as you become Stupefied, suddenly the voices that you hear in the chamber, they change. And you hear something else, a deeper meaning behind the voices that echo. That nobody else except for you at this point can hear.
The lenses. She knows the secrets of the lenses. 3 men are within each. One very close. The other lost by Yldaris. One now lost by the dragon.
So I put the text transcript in the chat box so you guys can see the text as well. But you hear
It's so loud. The dragon. Something belongs to the dragon. Can I still do my treat wounds though while I'm hearing all of this?
Yes. You can continue. You hear the voices getting louder and like you hear the echoing in the chamber. It doesn't stop you doing from your doing. You can continue doing it. It just does.
Can you guys hear that? It's just so loud.
Do you want to move away from that place, or I think I can carry Mukta.
I can walk. Maybe we should. I just spit out a huge clot of blood. I can walk. Maybe we just get out of this chamber.
Okay, let's move down by these stairs or something.
Just so we don't hear the creepy
What's
voices.
Stupefy again? Am I stupid right now?
Kind
Call me stupid. I'm sensitive.
You walk asshole.
Yeah,
Are clouded.
Stupefied is an
Make it
interesting
better.
sort of effect. So Stupefied, you take a status penalty on all intelligence, wisdom, and charisma based checks and DCs, including will saving throws, spell attack rolls, spell DCs, spell attacks, etc. And you have a chance to fail anytime you try to cast a spell.
So like normal.
Yes. So you get the sense, Nulara, that as you become more stupefied and more entranced by the spirits, they begin to reveal more to you. So this is the point where you guys can choose to leave and get out of the chamber and, not progress your stupefied condition, or stay and learn what more secrets they have to tell. Also, what are you guys doing with the lens? So I will say the lens is there. You can loot it off of his body. It is big and heavy. It's one bulk. It's not tiny. It's not like a pocket-sized piece of glass. This thing is pretty sizable. Ooh.
What
So
is a critical success?
I think it just it heals extra amounts. But the problem with doing
his wounded condition is removed.
Yeah.
One wounded condition, right?
I think
For
it's
all.
all. I think it's
It
all.
doesn't
honestly.
say all, but it says wounded condition is removed. 16.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, you lose the entire wounded condition all the way down to 0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It does take 10 minutes to do that, though, which means more of these saves if you're going to continue treating him here. So
Up to you, Nilara.
I'm going to move away.
yeah, I'll go ahead and move
I'm
away.
going to pick up Zillins and move away, so I don't hear some things in my head and try to figure out what it is.
Instantly, as you pick up the lens and try to move away, you can, but you just feel the energy. Oh, it's like you're holding it and the lens just calls to you and it wants to connect with you. You know, it's not forcing itself on you, but it wants to invest with you. It wants you to make like a magical connection and lend you its power.
Mhm.
And you
I
go
will
ahead and
pick
move
it up
away.
as I walk away, and I will let it invest with me, like as
Oh.
I move away from everybody else.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this sounds good.
Yeah. So you get the lens, you start moving away. Nulara, I guess the question is before we go to break. Everyone sounds like everyone's getting out of the cave as fast as they can, so the voices don't continue to hurt you, right?
Laura, are you
Mhm.
telling us about the other lenses that are supposedly right around here?
The other lenses?
Yeah. Didn't it say there's
There's
3
three lenses.
are within reach? So would that dictate that there should be some lenses in here, in this cave?
I believe
Al, you look
so.
down at your hand.
So
Yep.
do we want to get out of here, or do we want to look for the rest of those lenses in
No,
here?
let's get out of here. It's won't stop. It's so annoying.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, so you go ahead and leave the cave. Hal, as you invest with this thing, so you should be able to loot it off the body, but I'll drag it to your inventory just so you have it.
Okay, thank you.
This thing.
Can I do
I-
something real quick?
Yeah.
So as I finish up my bandages with Mukta, I'm going to do the last one extra tight until he
Okay.
reacts, and then he looks me in the eye.
Mm.
No,
Mm.
the amount of effort they did to make sure you're alive, and then you come in and try and attack it again. You already left right her, and then you're putting yourself in a situation where you're going to leave her again.
I mean, I couldn't just leave you alone facing that thing.
I know, but
Oh, that's a little tight.
is it? You
No,
have,
it's good. It's good.
you have to trust us a little bit. I appreciate that you were there. It's always nice when you're next to me, but you have someone waiting for you.
I suppose I've never really had to worry about that before.
Yeah, and we all heard the conversation that you guys had about. Oh wait, no, never mind. I didn't hear that. I just imagined it.
Are you eavesdropping on my... Confounded Samwise Gamgee, have you been eavesdropping?
No, Mr. Gandalf.
Speaking of, the wandering, corrupting people, Hal, as you're holding this lens and you invest with it and it connects with you, right? It loans you a bit of its power. I put the effect, the thing on your sheet so you can see it. Immediately, you become seething with malevolent fury that can barely contain. So you are at the edge of just like snapping all the time. Like everything is irritating. Everything makes you angry, and it's just it's
shit.
hard for you not to like just snap at your friends and stuff, right? You see them
I
as
want to
Oh,
see
this
this.
will be
Brady.
good.
I know. Yes.
as well. While you're invested, you get a +2 item bonus to saving throws against fear effects, so you're less likely to be scared, and +2 item bonus to your melee strike damage,
Ooh.
or +4 if you make a jaw strike.
Yes, do it.
Bite him! Bite him!
And then that is thing. And once per day, you can interact with the lens to like grab it, and it charges and makes your next strike. Or you basically spend 2 actions, charge, make a strike, and it does an additional 1d8 precision damage on the attack, or 2d8 if it's a jaw strike.
It's a horror.
Which you did hear this thing. This thing used it against you in battle, just like that, right?
Mhm.
The thing is, though, it's pretty big. It's 1 bulk, so it's not pocket size. It is hefty. This one is only 1 bulk, so it probably takes most of your weight. What's your strength?
My strength is decent, 12.
Okay, so
I
you're
have
able to
one-
like
I have
one
one bulk
hand
left.
hold it, but like in order to use it as like to get the benefits from it for the strike damage, you have to somehow have it in contact with itself. You can't just put it in your backpack. It either has to be in your hand, or you have to find some
that's
way
what he was holding.
for you to like be in contact with it in some creative way. So you hear them saying this, like, you know, talking as you're like imbuing this power into yourself. And yeah, you guys move out of the cave, leave the voices behind. You hear, like, as you're moving away, Nular, you continue to hear that same sort of like voices echoing in the cave as you leave. I think that will take us to our break, late break.
Al starts to play Creed, arms wide open. Angrily.
That's
very
an
cool.
interesting choice. How?
You sure you don't play Nine Inch Nails?
So, you know, that fight went long and deadly. Like, it's been a while. I think it's been since Mukta open round crit got knocked unconscious.
Twice.
Been a while, right? Muted, but I got the sentiment. So we'll be back in 10 minutes with more Abomination Vaults. Don't go anywhere. See you soon. Dying 3, though.
Yes, that's right.
Yes. We survived.
Well, barely.
So as we come back from break, you guys have you guys managed to do your treat wounds and heal yourself up and stuff, right? Mukta, you got your healing.
A little bit.
You rolled a crit check on Mukta, and then you rolled
16 to heal. So I healed 16.
Was that it? I didn't. What does the treat wounds skill say?
And then it removes the wound condition.
For critical, the target regains 48 hit points and its wounded condition is removed. That's for 10 minutes. Mm-hmm.
Got it. And then if you go longer, you can do the full hour, and it doubles that, right? Got it. Okay.
If we got time, though, I can give them. I can refocus and give them some good berries, or I can also treat wounds too. If need
Once
be.
you get out of the cave, you can do the whole refocus. Get your good berries. Feed everyone. That's fine. Like usual, you guys have so many ways to do this. Go ahead and get your health back up to full. Whether it's good berry chaining, and I forget what Hal does.
Hal doesn't do anything right now. He's
Lay on hands chaining. That's what you do normally. Okay.
If he does. If
why
he,
are you
if
so
he wants
angry,
to right
man?
now.
No. I'm saying you could, but not that you are. Not that you are. Right.
I'm eating the good berries. Give me another one, Clovis. I'm not quite filled up.
Here you go.
Yeah, and Falxie's like shaking his head as you guys come out, beat up like once again, and is eyeing the little lens that you're holding, Hal.
What do you want?
Everything okay?
Yep. How come we're not going already?
Hang on. I'm still finishing up a bit with Mukta.
Yeah.
If that guy wouldn't be in the front there trying to just be you, he could just stay in the back and shoot. I don't know why he always runs up there in the front and gets killed.
I told him the same thing, honestly. I whispered to myself.
Yeah.
See? Right?
As I'm healing Mukta, we just sing soft Mukta, warm Mukta, little ball of fur. Happy Mukta, sleepy Mukta, purr, purr, purr.
Steve, I'll just heal myself up to 90 because, I'm going to spend an entire hour for Mookie.
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll just
And
pop you a good berry. I'll pop you a good berry to finish you off, Laura.
And as Clovis is singing, I kind of wish I died.
Right? I mean, maybe you should go when we get back. You should get some singing lessons. That's terrible.
Can you teach me how Harmony? You're a good singer.
Not me. I don't have the patience.
Mukta, what crawled up his ass?
I don't know. This bandage Laura put around my neck is kind of cutting off circulation to my brain.
Oh my god.
I should have put
It's
it
not
over his
around
mouth
your
so he
neck.
doesn't talk as much.
Clovis, go over there and fix the bandage on your neck. Oh, that's a little tight, Mukta.
Anything
Yes.
interesting on
Turn blue.
that lens, Hal?
You mean my lens right here? No.
So
Why?
It doesn't do anything.
I thought you were going to put the bandage over his mouth, Clovis.
Holy
Jeez.
shit.
House of Festy right now, huh?
Yeah. Jesus, what happened up there?
We
I mean, he got attacked for the first time
Hey,
in a long time, so maybe
God,
that's
Yeah.
if he keeps this up, there's no way he's going to be mayor. He's going to fuck his chance up.
No, I mean earlier
Never seen him
when
like
we
that.
were in, like, I had the voices, so I was frustrated, so that could be his thing.
Maybe.
At the moment. I
Okay.
don't know.
Well, maybe some time away he'll get better.
Yeah.
Foxy like rushes over. He's like, "Shh! Everybody, take cover!" And like immediately like ducks behind like a giant, oversized mushroom on the bank of this lake. And
I
so,
will hide.
yeah. I'm not gonna make you guys do rolls, but narratively, everyone like hides as best they can. And in this giant lake behind him, you see like the water like ripple, and a giant like froghemoth rises up with its head like out of the lake and like looks around. And then the head like goes back under the water and the ripples like disappear.
What the hell was that thing?
I don't know. Gemuta, ask Foxy if I could lick this mushroom. Is it good?
He said that was fine.
It looks good.
He didn't even like say anything.
Clovis licks the mushroom.
Yep, it's fine. You don't get poisoned from this one, luckily. But yeah, like Fox is like, that's the sort of the alpha apex predator of this area. We should tread lightly. Follow me.
Well, damn, hurry up then.
And yeah, so there's like a narrative like montage as you guys move through these levels. He creeps past a couple of the notable things you guys see as you kind of make your way in this montage. You see a lot of these sort of gnomes that he calls the children of Belcorra. And they are small, like deep, like rock gnomes that live underground, but they've kind of embraced like death and living in undeath. And so they're now this sort of hybrid of like undead gnome creatures, and they're tiny and they're like kind of like everywhere, and they're constantly like, you come past a couple and they're all like full, like fixing a rowboat and like arguing with each other as they do so. And there's like a whole civilization that he tells you to steer clear, but there are parties of these things roaming the grounds, and he is easily enough to steer you clear of them, but they're kind of disconcerting. And at last he brings you to a large sort of mushroom grove that he calls the Eastern Wilds, and you're on the end of this bridge, and he just points at the other end of this mushroom patch and says, Yldaris is through here. At the back of this cave, there's a secret entrance that only drow know. But step lightly. Spiders hunt in this area. And you look around and you start seeing bits of remnants of these webbed sort of mushrooms. They're like past the bridge and closer to where he's leading you, it gets thicker. Like you're going right through the heart of this webbed sort of spider lair, so to speak. And so he just says, don't touch anything, and begins to lead you through the patch. So what would you guys like? What is your guys' exploration activities? What are you doing here? What's the plan?
Ukta is avoiding notice from everybody, including his own party members.
Okay.
Because everybody seems a bit testy.
Okay.
Well, not Clovis, but he doesn't want to hear Clovis is singing anymore.
So do you guys have a specific exploration activity you guys would like to do? Does everyone want to avoid notice? Or do you want to do detect magic? Do you want to do perceiving? Like what is your activity you're choosing?
Elvis is going to avoid notice on and going through here with the spiders and the webs at this point.
Lara and Hal? You did, Nina.
I think Hal is going to go ahead and say, okay, he's going to try to be quiet as well, but he's really mad about it.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And then New
Where
Lara,
the
are
fuck
you
did
following?
that guy go?
Are you following the suit? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you gotta figure out that mute situation. So everyone starts moving quietly, avoiding notice through the patch. Give me secret stealth rolls for everyone.
Secret stealth rolls.
You can do follow the leader on this, right? Technically.
Yeah, I was going to say follow the expert. I was just reading that. I
Follow
was
the
about ready to
expert.
say. Yeah, because
Well, Mukta
like,
is
avoiding
an expert,
notice.
but he specifically is avoiding his own party, so I don't know if you can follow the expert if he's not guiding you.
And what are we rolling? Sorry.
secret stealth. You guys begin making your way as quietly as possible through the patches. And I will say, as you move through, you begin to notice a few of these sort of human creature size webbed cocoons, like strung up in the middle of like a patch of like mushrooms. And Foxy like sees you like kind of like looking at it and tells you like no, and then leads you through. Because everyone is so like intent on avoiding notice, nobody's actively like perceiving, right? Okay, so here's what happens. You guys move through the cavern towards the back. You're almost there. And in that moment, something that was unnoticed with a 33 stealth, which I don't think anyone has a 23 passive perception. And 17 was the highest I checked. Something has noticed you guys because you rolled, I'll just reveal now, you guys all rolled pretty terribly on these stealth checks.
Ugh. When I rolled, I have a plus 18.
I had a +1 and I got 19.
So something noticed you guys, right? And I will say, as you guys are marching through this, and you're almost to the edge, right? Just at your last breath of freedom, on the ceiling, a giant, nobody's seen it, but it is a giant spider called the Goliath spider that is basically so big that it's gargantuan. It takes up like multiple spaces, the whole ceiling. So the camera pans up, unnoticed you guys. There's this giant crevasse in the top of the ceiling. This thing crawls out and is crawling over the top of the party, like keeping pace with you guys as you make it. And what happens is, as you guys go, it's gonna attack you. So real quick, I need initiative. Well, technically, we're all have already noticed. So whatever your stealth rolls are, is your initiative.
What, we rolled for stealth, or we rolled initiative again?
Nope. Go ahead and add yourself to the tracker, and then I'll set all of those rolls as your initiative. So, all right. So what did you guys get for your stealth rolls?
I got a
19
15.
for Claudius.
Holy shit, he's huge!
23 for me.
How?
21 for Hal. 21.
Am I still stupefied?
Yes.
Oh, wow. I can get rid of that.
Clovis got a 19. Okay. So this thing goes first. It actually doesn't notice. Oh no, I guess it notices everyone. As you're coming through, it doesn't descend, right? It just does a stealth launch, and from the ceiling, unseen, which makes Hal flat-footed, it launches a web strike from the ceiling and tries to attack Hal. So this is a web strike.
That hits.
29 hits. So it doesn't deal any damage, but Hal immediately gets webbed up and stuck, and you watch as he goes, he gets restrained by the web, falls to the ground, and then immediately the spider, this giant spider from the ceiling, begins going and like pulling Hal in this cocoon up, and it's like dangling halfway up the ceiling towards itself.
No.
That's its turn. So yeah, Hal's now 15 feet in the air, hanging by the web strands. Mukta.
All right.
Foxy immediately is like, oh shit, run! Like, get the hell out of here sort of thing. Sorry, what was your question?
All right, I'm going to, can I aim at the web pulling Hal?
Absolutely, yeah. It's standing here, right? It's this thread. It's pretty thick because it's a big spider. You can absolutely target the web and try to, like, dislodge him.
All right, I'm going to pull out my short bow and do that.
Okay. I will tell you, the target AC to hit the web is a 20.
All right.
Also, it has a hardness built in of 5. So it takes 5 less damage from whatever you do. Unlike others.
Nice.
Oh, good job, Mukta.
36 is a crit by far.
Right? Oh, that's not flat-footed. So
yeah, not flat-footed for the no precision on the web, I guess. It's weird, right? Because it's a web. You know what? Roll precision damage on the web. It's like an inanimate object, and just roll it.
all right.
It's kind of flat-footed. It's not moving.
Oh,
wow. Really? You do that much damage? So in
shit.
one swift bow strike, snaps the arrow. The arrow snaps the thread. Hal goes free, falls to the ground, lands on the ground prone. He's going to take some bludgeoning damage for the 15-foot fall.
I got you, Hal.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. You're still webbed and restrained, Hal, but you're no longer tethered to this creature on the roof. And that's one action.
Second action.
Falxie, by the way, is just like miming that we need to like run. Like we don't need to fight, we need to run. But it's up to you.
Nulara, can you grab Hal?
yeah.
Do want to run first, though.
Cut him free.
Yeah, I'm going to use my second action to stow my short bow.
Okay.
Third action, quick draw dagger and try to cut the web, holding him. If you let.
Okay. Let me just double check how this restrained effect works.
How does the jaw strike on you because he's seething? With a +8 to hit.
God damn it! What are you doing?
Okay, so you can make a force open check is what it's called. It still has to be an athletics check though.
Oh, so I can't. So I wouldn't be able to quick draw then, right? So if it's not an attack.
No, but I'll allow like the drawing of the tool as part of the like freeing him. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm still going to try to do that. Although athletics is not my best thing, but
You're using like a dagger, right? You said.
yeah.
So I'll give you a +2 item bonus to this because it's kind of the right sort of tool for the job. So make an athletics check with a +2 item bonus.
All right.
All the force open. 18's not going to do it.
Yeah, rolled pretty low.
Fire would.
I'm going
pretty
to.
quick, but Hal wouldn't like that.
I think he'll get mad if I throw a fireball at him.
I'm going to use my hero point, that I got.
Okay. Reroll it. This is courtesy of Dalvin in chat, right?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, actually,
Dalvin.
this is courtesy of Dalvin, like petitioning on your behalf for that awesome move.
Yes.
Give you an extra hero point. So
27.
you loosen it, but you do not break it.
Okay.
You've lowered the DC for future checks to escape him. The DC was 30 before. You've lowered it by a bit, so now it's like DC 27.
That's my turn.
All right, Hal, would you like to take your turn or delay?
Delay.
Good call, probably. Clovis.
Right. So Clovis is going to reach out because he remembers the last time we fought some spiders, and he's going to throw a fireball at it.
Throw a fireball at the spider on the ceiling?
Yep.
Like fireball
party.
the spell? Well,
Fireball the spider.
what's the radius on a fireball?
20-foot burst.
Yeah, okay, you can center it on the spider. It's 30 feet tall cavern, so if you put it on top of the cavern, it'll burn that and not your party.
Yep.
All right.
We burn some of the webbing around it. So it's a basic reflex 28.
26 is a fail.
Nice.
So that is 20 points of damage.
I'm gonna place the burst because I want to see the fire effect.
Nice.
Yeah, the spider takes all 20 points of fire damage, and then you watch as not only does it take the fire damage around it, there's a bunch of webbing like all in the ceiling, and then it just begins burning, and like all the web around it begins smoldering, and the whole ceiling starts like burning, and like you look like you've set the ceiling of this cavern on fire.
Nice. Are we running or are we fighting this thing, guys?
We're running.
Yeah, I don't even know which way we're running. Straight through it, huh?
We're gonna follow
I didn't add
Foxy.
Foxy. What was his stealth check earlier?
I don't think it matters at this point.
17. He goes after Clovis, yeah. But he's running, like Foxy's running this way towards the bottom of the cave and out.
Point where he's running? Oh, he's going that way. Okay.
Yeah.
And then from there, I'll take my last.
Just so you know, all these green things are all mushroom patches covered in spiderweb. So if you run where you're currently, I guess I can show the battle. If you run through that mushroom patch, you're going to be stuck in the web.
Right. So if I go here, I wouldn't, though, right?
Right. Yep, that's about the best you could do.
Yep. All right.
All right.
My turn.
How would you like to take your turn now, or you want to delay it still?
Oh, wait.
All right. Foxy runs to the back of the cave with his stride. Nulara.
I'm gonna take a step towards Hal. Hal, with your permission, I'm gonna carry you. Okay, I'll pick him up.
Yep. So Hal.
All right, Mukta, hurry up.
So Hal has on he's 5 bulk, plus he's a medium creature, which adds 4 more bulk, so that's 9 bulk in total for Hal. Nulara has currently in you.
If it was only
8
the
bulk.
5 bulk.
If it was only 5, you could do it. You could carry all Hal's gear, but with Hal, you're going to be encumbered, so you can move at a. I think your speed just gets reduced by like 10
Half?
feet. 10 feet.
Just 10 feet.
So your 25
That's
foot movement becomes
15.
15, yeah.
Where would my starting point be? Where I'm at, or where I carried Hal from?
It's fine. You know what?
Yeah,
just
right
cinematically,
next to him.
you can pick
Scoop
him
him and
up.
go.
It's like an interact action to scoop him up, and then just move like you're 15 feet from there for your first move, and then you can take the second move. Because like narratively, what happens here, because the spider doesn't like what happened, immediately on its turn, the spider like recedes itself back up into the little like crevasse and disappears into the ceiling, and you guys are able to like scoop up Hal and run to the back of the cave. It does not want any. Like, it's not going to fight you to the death, right? It wanted an easy meal.
Oh, okay.
Firebolt and I'm running. Yeah.
Yeah. And it did not get the easy meal, and you saved him. So you guys run to the back of the cave. And when you get into the back of the cave, you see Foxy's there, and there's this rock. It's just a dead end with a rock, right? And you see some script here, and it's written in Elvish. And Clovis, you're one of the first ones there, and you can see instructions on how to open this wall. It basically says, like, you know, touch this knob. There's a secret panel here. Rotate it counterclockwise and push in, right? But you notice that, like, Foxy's not doing what it says, and he sees you seeing him. He looks over his shoulder, and he's like, don't listen to the actual words. This is, if you follow what it says, then you fall into our trap. And he does like the opposite, right? He like rotates it clockwise and pulls it out, and then as he does, the whole like stone wall begins to shift, and you all like run one by one through this cave, and he seals it behind himself, and you've entered this sort of drow cavernous stronghold. And the first thing immediately is there are 4 drow here, each of them with their like crossbows, like hand crossbows at the ready. So you come into the room, 4 hand crossbows, 4 drow, all just like aimed at right in your direction. Yeah, hands up, right?
No, I forced Hal out. I forced him out. That's why I had the 33 athletics check.
33. You dump Hal on the ground out of the way.
I think it would have been better to leave him wrapped up, honestly.
Yeah.
And there's this sort of tense standoff moment before, like, whoa, guys, it's me. And they look at like Foxy, and they look at you guys, and there's like this moment. They're like, Foxy, is that really you? And like one of them steps forward, cousin, and runs up and like embraces Foxy in like a big sort of embrace. we thought you were dead, blah, blah, blah. You know, the scene plays out, the reunion, the other drow. They don't trust you. They kind of side-eye you, but they lower their weapons at least. And
Nulara, now's the
better
time
do that.
now's the time to turn on the charm, Nulara.
What? What are you looking at me for? That's usually Hal's thing.
Usually is a word there. I don't.
But I'll
think
try.
Hal-
I'll like fix my hair a little bit.
okay.
Then
Bathroom. Say bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Bathroom's not what it means, Miss Ninna. It means, you know, what Clovis was pointing at the other day.
I kind of figured. By the way, I am later. Maybe when we get up, but not today.
Because we spent so much time on the fights and stuff, I'll just give you a quick montage. You show up, the drow are like happy to see Foxy. You guys are like, you know, basically escorted to the city. This is just an outpost. This isn't the actual city, right? So from here, Foxy and one of these hunters here lead you down. It's like this sort of spiral cavern that kind of spirals down deeper. And as you go lower and lower, it comes out. And you're just constantly passing like century after century posted. One of them is like, looks up as you come. They got like a little knife and they got like a piece of fungus and they're like whittling like some kind of like art out of the fungus. And they look up, curious, watching as you pass, but nobody makes any aggressive motion so long as you're escorted by these guards. They lead you down into a sort of like locked door, and one of them has to teach Foxy because there's a secret knock. So they do like this sort of like knock, 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 knock. Like it's like do. No, that's the wrong knock. That's where you fall for the trap. But like the little like sliding window, like at a bouncer, like in a secret bar, like looks through the thing and sees who it is. Door flies open. You guys are let in. There's a drow that's like playing cards, and as you walk in, he literally like not even putting his cards down, just whips out his bow and like points it in your direction, and then sees that you're with Foxy, and then aims it at Foxy.
Do it.
Just
How?
Jesus, how?
like throws the cards down, gives him an embrace. Eventually, they lead you into like a holding area. Oh, okay, so here's the thing. At this point, as they bring you in, as they give you the warm reception, Foxy basically fills them in that you are here to face down Belcorra. These are, you know, your potential allies. Oh, by the way, these guys seem a lot stronger on a scale of 1 to 20 than Foxy, right? These guys are probably more like 7s and 8s to Foxy's 2. So
Nice.
pay that. They want to take you to meet Quora, right? But they say you're gonna have to leave all of your weapons here. We can't let you see her armed. It's just policy.
Can I do a quick sense motive check before I say yes to this?
Yeah, you may.
Okay, that's a perception, right?
It is. You are stupefied, so you have a penalty to your check.
Stupefied.
It should automatically apply it.
Perception. Mm-hmm.
Make it secret.
I'm trying.
Got it. I think if you hold control, it'll do it automatically. But you don't get any nefarious sort of readings from this. You don't speak the language, right? So that gives you a little bit of disadvantage here at understanding. But body language, you know. Nobody here seems to be aggressive. So nothing in the situation reads as off. It's just they're not going to let a bunch of armed strangers in with their leader. Nothing more nefarious than that.
Mukta's going to try to hide the dagger of venom.
Okay. So you basically put like everything else out except for the dagger of venom?
Yeah, I'm going to try to like palm and hide it. So, like, I don't know what... I'm trying to find what check that is, but...
Yeah, I think it's
slow.
called conceal an object.
Yeah.
And I think it's like a thievery check, I believe.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's either stealth or thievery, which is the same for me.
Okay. So make a secret check of those.
Or is it? No, wait, I think one's better now. Oh, yeah, I'm one's better. Let me double check.
I'm cool with either.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you roll my stealth check.
Because it's secret?
Yes.
So just make a secret stealth check then.
All right. So yeah, it is stealth.
Okay, it's a stealth.
There's a feat that can make it thievery, but I'm actually better at stealth. So
Perfect. So everyone else, are you willingly giving up everything voluntarily and leaving it in this room? Like you can keep your armor. They just any weapons has to stay.
Yep.
Yes, the trident and a chorus blade.
Can I bring my loot? When I say an undercommon, I'll play something nice for your. Something really nice.
Falxy does inform them about your abilities and your how you use the music. Your music is your weapon, and they insist that you are not allowed to bring it.
Better check the rat. He probably hides something on his person.
As you're saying that, like one of them is giving you like a pat down, and then as you're trying to do this sort of like palm hide the dagger thing, you rolled a 25.
Son of a bitch! I'm rolling so low tonight.
They rolled a
I have a plus 18.
Jeez, really?
So they catch, like, as you say that, they're over there giving him a once over, and they catch you, like, palming this, like, dagger of venom, Mukta. Immediately, the situation goes very tense as everyone, like, locks and loads, and they are all ready to, like, throw down.
Oh, old habits. Sorry.
Maybe not this one.
Yeah, he can wait outside.
I don't understand anything.
Did you piss him off or what?
So
all right.
They really do, Mukta.
Are they gonna make me take my staff of healing, or as I carry my staff?
You have to leave your staff.
I'm gonna leave that. Okay. So I leave it.
Yep. So what they're really saying is, Clovis, Hal, and Nulara, you are allowed to go in. Mukta, you are forced to stay here in this holding area until Quara says otherwise.
That's fine. That's fair. That's fair.
So
You guys
Hal
playing
will
cards?
divest everything that he has, including and I'll give Mukta the stone. Don't let anybody take this.
Okay. Yeah. So you get handed
or
this, like,
else.
lens.
Look, I know you dropped pretty far from that web, Hal, but the spider was trying to eat you. I had no choice.
I don't know what you're talking about. I couldn't see anything. Whatever.
Yeah, as this thing leaves your possession, slowly you'll start to lose a bit of that anger, Hal. But like it's slow, right? So Hal, Nular, and Clovis are led in deeper into the chamber. Mukta, you're stuck here with these guys, and they're like watching you, right? And they got like the sort of crossbow at the ready, and they're like cards to pass the time.
Good.
Perhaps we can play for some of this stuff you have here. Interested in wagers?
Not my stuff, not my wager, but I have some gold. And I'm just messing with this lens the entire time.
Yep. And we cut from there back to the rest of you guys. So you guys are led in to like this sort of chamber, right? It's called like the Great Chamber. Even those of you without dark vision, I guess that's Clovis, you see that they have like this like forge kind of in the center that puts off this pulsing red glow. It has a high vaulted ceiling, and at its center is this forge with the anvil and a few benches in the room, and it puts off heat and light, but like a kind of a dim light so you can all sort of see. And you see sitting here is a drow woman. She looks like this. She's got a scarred up eye. She's got, she's not dressed in like regal wear like you maybe thought you'd see like a queen or something like that, right? She's dressed in like normal everyday gear.
Hey now.
Probably not what you were expecting from like a queen or a leader. And as she comes in, she sees you. You have the look of surface dwellers. I've never met any of your kind, but I've seen artwork. Strange. You're not nearly as ugly as our art makes you look. I am Quara.
James.
Immediately stops. I understand. This is a tense situation. I believe in second chances, but do not mistake my generosity for weakness. Do you understand?
We said that to Boxy when we made sure that he didn't die.
Yeah. Cousin comes out. She's really happy to see him, but she's in this moment. She's like staying stoic leader. She's locking eyes with you like nothing else in this room exists for you but you, Hal. And she is making sure that you give her the respect that she deserves, right? And so she's like, just watch your tongue around here, lest we take it. And then she drops it, and she gets like a smile. Foxy's like, cousin, they really did save my life. They've done a lot for me. And a bit of a tense situation. She just asked plainly, she says, what are you here to do?
Is this in common, undercommon?
Undercommon. You know what? Let me just check. Does she speak?
Lara and Clovis just looked at each other.
She doesn't speak common. She could speak Elvish and she could speak Undercommon. So she would probably be speaking Undercommon.
With a seething Hal.
For New
I'll just stand there looking hot.
Yeah. Hal,
for this hot woman.
Hal, ask her a bathroom.
Clovis.
Oh, that's true. I guess Hal's the only one that can talk, and in this state.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Is he getting out of that state a little bit by now?
Mukta just outside with the lens, like.
Yeah, it's going away a little bit. It's like it feels like you were a hot cup of almost boiling tea, and it's starting to like simmer. You're not like so angsty, but
a little annoyed. Well, more than a little bit annoyed.
Yep. And so she's asking you, how, like, what have you come here to do? What do you ask of us?
I don't understand what she's saying.
You don't speak Undercommon?
Oh, I do.
Oh, okay. You're just pretending. that you
No idea. No clue.
Does none of them speak Undercommon? Turns to Clovis and begins speaking in Elvish.
Oh, great. Another language that I can't understand.
So when you snap back at her, does that mean you were speaking in Common, or were you speaking Undercommon earlier?
Me? Oh, I was speaking Undercommon. And I say in Common, I don't know what she's saying.
Yeah.
Roll.
So she doesn't speak it, so she doesn't know what I said.
Okay.
No. That's true.
Roll initiative.
Takes a deep sigh, looks over to Clovis, and thinks maybe she'll have better luck here.
Yeah.
What is your name, Surface Elf? Half
My name is Clovis. You have to excuse Halarmid. I don't know. Something happened in our last fight. He's generally a really super nice guy, but something is eating at him. Not sure what. Normally he doesn't act like this, so give him a little slack, please. I apologize on his behalf.
Make a diplomacy check, Clovis, on Hal's behalf.
I think I can do that, but I don't think I'm very good at that.
No?
Diplomacy. Oh, shit, I lied. 22.
22. 22 is enough to like stave off the sort of like immediate reaction here. So Clovis, tell me, as she like kind of takes a seat, what are you here for? What do you require of us? What do you seek?
We are here to put an end to Belcorra. Spit it out. Jesus Christ, Hal. As I'm looking at Hal, I'm like, fuck, what the hell? Yeah, so anything that you can help us defeat her.
That's it? You just brought high hopes and aspirations down here? You have no plan, no leads, no secret weapon?
That's why we are looking for help.
She looks, right? She looks over to the side. She's got like a couple of like drow that are with her that are in the back of the room. She commands the presence, but as she shifts her gaze, you start to notice too. She's got like one elven woman that's like dressed like her, like super warrior with like a big sword on her hip, and she's just standing there like at the ready, right? Like kind of looking at how, like, just give me the word and I'll do this, right? And behind them in the back, you see two twins. They look exactly the same. They have their hoods sort of up. And she looks past her warriors, and she looks at both of these, like, hooded figures that just kind of look at her and give her, like, the slightest little nod like that. And that's all it takes. And she looks back at you guys and says, "You've given me some things to think about. Thank you. Stay in our lodging. Rest. Your wounds look massive. We'll talk in the morning."
Fair enough.
And she immediately like claps her hands and commands like for a feast, and they start bringing in like spiced wine and like roasted spider and fungus plates, and they set like a dining hall up and actually treat you guys to a solid meal down here. And the queen eventually gives Mukta permission to come through, but
Do I win any gold?
make a The thing you notice with these drow is that they openly cheat the hell out of the game that you're playing without any disregard for like worrying that you catch them or not. So no matter, they like try to explain the game to you, and every time you think you win a hand, they've changed the rules on you until you lose. So
That's fine.
So they basically take you for like, I don't know how much you're spending, but they take you for at least 3 gold in like silver. They don't play for super high stakes here, unless you want to try to like cheat back.
No, Mukta's just going along, kind of going along with it, but at the same time trying to get a read on them and just kind of
It's fun.
Mukta's. I'm going to purposely play dumb, like make them think that I'm dumber than I am.
Got it. I'll allow you to do that.
Yes.
You just play dumb. And I think they play into it and they laugh and they continue taking your money, and they like to joke about how, they like just make knowing looks at each other, and you just downplay your skill. But it's a fun way to pass the time, and you get a good feel for these drow and how they operate, and they seem very close. Like, I mean, most stories you hear about drow are very like self-centered, selfish, I'll stab you in the back to get a leg up on you kind of thing. But the sort of feel and community that you learn just sitting at the table with these, it doesn't feel like that here. It feels different than you might have been stereotypically led to believe. And so you guys go to the rooms, you guys go ahead, go to sleep, take a long rest, level up.
Oh, no way.
And after the morning, after you guys rest and level up, there's like a knock at the door, and like Quara is sort of like second in command, the soldier is there to like retrieve you, and she says, Quara must speak with you urgently. And then you guys are hastily like hurrying to get like dressed and stuff, and as you kind of walk in, they open the door behind this sort of receiving chamber, and you see this large sort of crystal cavern with a lake of water, still water right in the middle, crystals growing out of this gray stone, pearl white, dark purple, glimmering blue, all sorts of colors mixing in this beautiful crystal chamber in the back, with just Quara and her 2 hooded twins standing in this room waiting for you. And that's where we're going to pick up next week on Eyes of Empty Death.
Quick question, Steve.
Yes.
Let's go.
When I've been holding this crystal, do I get a sense that it wants to? Do I get that same sense of power that Hal did?
It wants to. So after a little bit of time, and after Hal's like had it gone for a little while, maybe like 30 minutes or so, it begins to want to invest its power into you. Yeah.
All right. I'll leave it at that for now. We'll deal with that next session.
All right, we can deal with that next session. But yeah, welcome to level 9, you guys. Congratulations, you've hit this milestone.
Wow,
We get to level up for next week.
How do I get rid of my stupefied condition?
I need to look it up. It might just go away on a nightly rest when you go to sleep.
Yeah. Hopefully the long rest got rid of it, yeah.
But I need to check that because it doesn't go away automatically, I don't think. But it might when you rest, so we'll see. But in the meantime, thank you for hanging out. This is going to do it for us this week on the Abomination Vaults. And for, this week, Eyes of Empty Death. We've made it 2 episodes in.
Ooh,
Pretty crazy.
level 9.
Right? Thank you to Ninna, Richard, Mike, and Rick for playing with me. It's been fun night, as always. I said, this season is going to be pedal to the metal, a lot of like fast action. And so far, it hasn't disappointed. So I hope you guys are ready for next week. Thank you to everyone live with us now on Twitch, and those of you watching later on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and follow. Links, Dalvin, everyone that was in chatting with us and emoting, thank you for hanging with us. Also, big shout out to the Pathfinder community. The whispers that you guys heard, I went out to the Pathfinder community and had the community members record their voices and send them to me so I could edit it together to make the whispers.
Oh, that was awesome.
So
very cool.
We have a lot of the voices were in there, like I blank on all the names, but like Narky, who does all the cool like maps, did it, and David Sims put his voice in there.
Oh yeah, there's some great. That was awesome.
A couple of other voices all mixed in there, so it was like an echoey amalgamation of all those voices. And I will be creating those and releasing them to the community now that we've used them in our show. I'm going to release that sound pack to the community so you guys can use them in your games as well and play them for your players. So that's pretty cool.
Wow. That's awesome.
Really cool.
They gave to us, and we're giving back to the community, so it's pretty cool. So don't forget to subscribe on Twitch and YouTube at Recall Knowledge. Huge shout out to our patrons, David Sims, Mike M. Give it a look at patreon.com/Recall Knowledge. You can get behind the scenes looks at upcoming content, future things, early releases of episodes before they hit YouTube, and just have a special channel to connect with us closer than everyone else. Big thanks to Molten Hosting for providing our server hosting and making it so easy. Molten. Use referral code Recall Knowledge at checkout for your first month free. Check them out at moltenhosting.com. Do not read the terms and services. Trust me, it's okay. Big thank you to the Rollsmith for sponsoring this episode. We don't have dice to give away this week, but still, you saw us using that dice tonight. They're awesome. Go check out therollsmith.com. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Eyes of the Devil, and tune in next week so we can find out.
Eyes of the Devil?
Did I say Eyes of the Devil? Man, it's too ingrained in me this way. Eyes of Empty Death.
There you
Ooh, spooky. Until next week, tune in to find out exactly what this drow queen has in mind for our hotties.
I intend to.
Yes.
Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and goodbye.
See you guys. Thank you.
Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Thank you.